and a pleasant Thursday evening, everybody. Welcome. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We are doing a little abbreviated introduction today because we are getting ready to fly with the virtual USA Flying Club, and I'm actually hosting this event. It's the Capital Crossfire Dakotas edition. We're flying from Bismarck to Pierre, North Dakota to South Dakota, and then we're going to turn back around and try to make it back up here to Bismarck. So let me kind of call it good there. We're still about 5 minutes away from the briefing over at the Virtual USA Flying Club. So let me. I tell you what, I think we still will go over there though and take a peek at who's there. Say hello to folks, and we'll get ready to fly. Thanks again for coming in. We'll talk to you in just a couple. All right, some other guys have popped in. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Hey, how's it going?
Good evening.
Yeah, I'll start my stream after the brief.
Sounds good. I know we still have a few minutes there, but I did start my screen. If you don't happen to have a copy of the briefing, it will be it will live up to its name tonight. It'll be brief.
After the brief, I'm actually going to duck out and have some dinner, so...
Hey, no worries. I know that there's some stuff going on tonight with a lot of folks, so do what you got to do and just fly as you're able. And it's good to have you here, regardless.
Anybody else in here at Bismarck with the scenery?
I am up here, and I think I have that that freeware loaded in, but I guess time will tell. I haven't buzzed around very much here, to be honest.
Have you seen any just like light poles even? Like even on the GA apron, it looked like there were supposed to be some lights. I have not seen any.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I haven't looked that close, but yeah, we'll report as I'm taxiing out. It's quite possible that I think somebody mentioned that it's a fairly old, like 2-year-old update, so it just may not even be a thing anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I'm not a huge scenery builders fan, but like for a little airport like this for $13, I don't know, heck, maybe it's worth the investment. The one that they have down in Pierre is actually not half bad. I bought it, I think for X-Plane or something like that a while ago, and it really wasn't too bad for $13.
Oh, nice.
JPC,
So you got the Malibu for tonight,
thank you so much.
or Meridian, I mean.
Yep, that's what I'm going to be. Yep,
M500, which is a derivative of the Meridian.
Right.
JPC, thanks for 46 months, my dude. And Frank White, virtual GA Aviator. Hello. It looks like a TBM. It's a Piper Meridian 500.
Real flight, and they called themselves Meridian.
Good to see you, sir.
Whatever tail number.
All right, I've got 2 minutes. I'm gonna go
You liking it, Mike?
take care of business. I'll be right back.
Say again?
You enjoying it so far?
Oh, God, yeah. Not even a question.
I just saw it just little, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. Roll. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but he said there's an update coming tomorrow in the marketplace.
Nice.
Like Brant, you have it too, it looks like.
For those up at Bismarck, are we on 118.3 or 122.950?
We should hopefully have ATC at both of these airports here momentarily.
Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
looks like center's up, and I think he had mentioned in the GA channel that he was hoping to have somebody on tower, but I don't think that's been confirmed. But there is center, so
Oh, awesome.
we'll pulleys and center.
Yeah, give it a few minutes. There should be someone coming on, ATC wise. If not, because it is normally a towered field, Unicom for VETSIM would be the normal 122.8 for the towered fields.
I'm here right now, so
Oh, so there you go. There,
Oh,
you will
sweet.
have ATC shortly, in one
Nice.
form or another.
yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have anybody on at the beginning for tower or ground or approach. So when I come on, it's gonna be center, and yeah. So I'm waiting for we're gonna split center, and the other guy's coming. That's why we're a little behind. But as soon as he gets up, then we'll be signing on.
Sounds good, Brant. Floor is yours. 7 o'clock.
All right, welcome again, everybody. Thanks for joining. It's going to be fun. It's been a long time since I've hosted an event for this club, and I've missed it. So thanks for coming out. Tonight is just simply a Crossfire event, and you can fly from North Dakota to South Dakota or vice versa, or back and forth if you want. The interesting thing tonight is that the real world weather is really not favoring VFR conditions, at least up around Bismarck. So make an adjustment as needed. Let the ATC know in your flight plan if that's the case. Just try to keep the winds and the barrel the same if you can, and you can adjust the time of day as well. But I guess it's an event that's intended to be VFR, but I guess if you wanted to fly at IFR, I mean, there's no harm in that either. But anyway, we do have ATC. Thank you very much for providing that. That's going to be fun. So let's give whoever's on, let's give them some traffic. Let's do some flight following, or like I say, if you want to test out your RNAV skills and do some IFR stuff, you can do that as well. And I guess I need some clarification, maybe from you, Mike, about about what we're going to be using if there is no ATC in terms of frequencies.
We won't have to worry about it, I don't think, at either airport if there's going to be a center online, because that would just blanket both of them in terms of the event fields. Now, if you're going to any of the other fields along the way, such as Mobridge or Linton or something like that, then you can use the real world CTAF, since this is a Virtuous A Flying Club event and we do have that approval. But for Pierre, actually, Pierre is Class Echo. I didn't even realize that. I could have sworn it was a tower field.
It's a surface echo, and if you want to jot it down, the frequencies are going to be 127.6, 127.6 as my primary. So that's what you'll see in the client, in the pilot client. That's going to be sector 23, and it covers Bismarck. I will also have the frequency for sector 33, which is 125.1.
IQF music.
Here. I'm going to have both on because the range, we've never tested, or at least I've never tested, to see how far down the range goes with 127.6, how far south it'll go. So if it doesn't go all the way to Pier, you'll hear the old change to my frequency, 125.1.
And then just for the departure fields, when center does come online, if there's nobody else but center at Bismarck, like if there's no tower, there's no approach, no ground or anything, then it would just be his center frequency at Bismarck. And I didn't even realize Pierre is uncontrolled. So we're using the real world CTAF then at Pierre. So if you're on the ground at Pierre, your initial CTAF frequency is 122.905 is the CTAF. Or I'm sorry, is it 122? It might be 122.7. Give me a second.
22.7, I think. Yeah.
Thank you. 122.7. So 122.7 is the CTAF frequency at Pierre to get off the ground, and then you would pick up your flight following with center.
Flying with Falco. Hello. We're doing a little quick briefing, and then I'll be with you guys in a sec. All right, awesome. Well, again, appreciate that, and yeah, let's just, like I say, let's give ATC some GA traffic and love tonight, and there are plenty of fun little small fields that go up and down this Missouri River. So feel free to visit as many of those as you possibly can, or what you feel like you have time for. And yeah, let's just make sure we're on the comms talking to each other, and we'll just have a fun and safe night. Anybody else have anything else that I didn't hit there, or any other questions?
I'm going to duck out, talk to you on the air.
See ya.
I just had one question about the SimWeather VFR. If we put that in our flight plan, I thought with the new system, I didn't think ATC saw those notes anymore.
They can still see remarks.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's kind of what we were deciding. Is it's important for the ATC they don't, but other traffic will see it.
And the system should still pop up with remarks.
Okay, cool.
Right? Is that correct, William?
I think he bugged out.
Oh, he did bug out. All right, I'm fairly certain that the remarks should still show up. Otherwise, William's gonna know. He's a club member, so we're not worried about it tonight with the ATC we have, since we're being controlled essentially by club members. Also, the weather is technically VFR, albeit marginal at Bismarck.
Yeah, and again, maybe even more important than the ATC seeing our VFR flight plan or not seeing it is that other traffic on VATSIM will, a lot of times they'll see, you know how it is, they'll see traffic in between two little fields. They'll wonder what's going on. They'll click on your route, and anyway, it's just good advertisement for our club. So yeah, go ahead and file that. Make sure you put whatever in the remarks that you need, and yeah, that's a good point.
I'm gonna go start a stream. Have fun, guys.
Yep, sounds good, guys. And just so you know, it's pronounced pier in South Dakota. They actually don't call it the French pronunciation. It's kind of like the pier, like you go to the dock. So anyway, just for whatever, I'm kind of from around there, so local course knowledge, I guess. But enjoy, guys. All right, everybody. Well, welcome. We had a nice raid from QF Music. QF Music, thank you so much. I'm sorry I wasn't able to say hi a little bit more, but appreciate you guys coming in. Flying with Falco, hello, and everybody else that came in from the QF Music channel, thank you guys. We are doing an event for the Virtual USA Flying Club, and you probably saw a little bit. It's a pretty simple idea. It's just a little Crossfire. It's a new idea that I'm trying to start. I'm actually hosting the event there, so that's kind of why I wasn't able to just jump right in. But anyway, it's we're going to fly between capital cities of two states, and the Dakotas happen to be fairly close to each other, like 150 miles apart. So that's going to be our first one tonight. And anyway, that's what we're getting ready to do. We're up here in Bismarck, where the weather is a little bit nasty, although we have adjusted our sim weather because we really want to fly this thing VFR. So we're going to attempt to do that at 9,500 southbound to Pierre, South Dakota. And this is the Missouri River. It's really a beautiful part of the country that honestly not a lot of people know about. So that's partly why I picked it. And I also, I was a little known fact, I was born in South Dakota, so I'd like to show off my birth state whenever I have a chance. But I hope you had a good flight tonight, QF, and thanks again for stopping in. Also, again, thank you for the subscription there. JPC, 46 months, man, that is incredible. Thank you. My very first ascriber and longest VATSIM friend, and thank you very, very much, JPC, and great to have you along. And then again, Frank, our virtual GA aviator, Frank White, checking in. Man, we got some good people here, so I'm excited to go flying. I need to hop in, and we need to kind of start looking at what we're doing here. So the pre-flight, it looks like everything here is okay. The maintenance report here looks like, again, we're fine and dandy. We could probably top up our oil here a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It's not a whole lot going on here. And I think everything here, like I said, I've only flown this thing a couple of hours, so like 3 hours is all. So this is my third flight, so we will see how it goes. But yeah, so I don't have a sim brief flight plan just yet, so this is going to be interesting because I don't I don't think I'm going to be able to do like Navigraph charts. I might be able to do Navigraph charts. I'm going to have to enter it in by hand. If you do have your flight route, yeah, I can do it by hand. There in SimBrief, then you can get all this stuff automatically. So that's kind of nice. Wait a second, arrival. There we go. But all I need really is some taxi charts, and it just in case it gets really nasty and I do end up, you know, flying or trying to shoot an RNAV approach or something like that. I'll have that. All right, so there we go. There's let me just start here again. Sorry guys. Ground charts and parking information. Where are we here? There we are. So our weather, I wonder if I can even get the weather here. That might be something else that's yeah, I might not be able to get the weather. So I'm going to get the weather kind of old-fashioned style just from SimBrief. Right now the winds are 290 at 12. So I'm guessing that we'll be coming down here and departing runway 31 and making kind of a left-hand crosswind departure. Yeah, Frank, me too. This is a, if you haven't picked this guy up yet, this is really a high-quality add-on. From all my early results here indicate that it is something pretty doggone cool. So I'm going to go ahead and close the door. We did have the security cones, red carpet shocks, take all the covers and stuff off here. And we've got 5 passengers. We've got about a little over half of the fuel in there. And we are all loaded up, 49 gallons apiece. And yeah, ready to rock and roll. I would say it is definitely comparable with the A-to-A Comanche, although it may be a little early for me to say it's completely on par with that. Just like I say, I've got a lot more hours in the Comanche than I do this plane, but certainly they are right. Both of them are right up there toward the top. So, all right, let me see. I think it's ready for us to kind of get things going here. I feel a little bit like I'm having some frame issues here. I hope that's not a problem. Fly with Falco, your favorite turboprops at TBM. Yeah, that's a great plane. And that's kind of why I got this, to be honest with you, because I was sort of missing my TBM and X plane. And so I thought, this will be, you know, a fun sort of alternative, I guess. Let's get the nav lights on. We need, let's see, I need to pay attention here to what's going on. You know, one thing I didn't do here, I didn't check my, I'm definitely having some frame issues here. All right, all these guys are in. All of these guys are also in. And all of these circuit breakers, by the way, are apparently, they're apparently modeled, so you do need to check them. And I do have all of the failures turned on. Oh, there isn't a study level version in the sim for the TBM, so not in X-Plane 12. That hot start TBM has not yet been updated for X-Plane 12, so I was missing that right there. So all right, I need to make sure that that's off, parking brake is on, flaps are up, gear is down and confirmed down. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Check my temps here. Everything is fine. Outside air temp. It's really not too bad for November in North Dakota, 15 degrees Celsius. Passengers are on, doors are closed, and ECS cabin comfort's off, bleed air off, all that stuff is good. Flaps retracted. Yeah, we're good there. We're good there. So let's go ahead. We need to have between 24 and 26 volts, and we have 25.2, so that's awesome. So we're going to come up here to the fuel pumps. We're going to go manual pumps. We are going to go start mode to Starter mode switch auto. Okay, ignition. I think I may have that wrong. I think we need ignition to be auto here. I'm gonna go manual. Come up here to the starter. Oh gosh, you know one thing I have not done. My dogs, by the way, will be barking all the time. If you're new to the channel, they've been kind of squirrely. Mom is away, if you know what I mean. My wife is out of town on some business, and so they've been kind of like a little off because she's usually the one that they're kind of hanging out with tonight. So they're really, yeah, they're really just a little off. All right, I think we're good. Are we good there? Yeah, I think we're good there. All right, here we go, boys and girls. All right, that's coming up. Oil pressure coming up. Condition lever is set to high, and now we're just going to kind of pay attention, make sure we don't have a hot start or hung start. And that's all looking pretty good. ITTs are coming up. See where we spike here. 533. That'll be good. That'll be good. You can't wait to move so that you can have a dog. Yeah, they're awesome. I mean, they're awesome. This little guy that you hear, we actually inherited him from my wife's family. Her mom and dad passed away a little bit over a year ago, and that was their dog. So we happily adopted him, and he's become an awesome part of our family. So, but he is a barky little turd. I tell you what, he is a barky little turd. All that stuff can come off, and
hello, Sam.
Mr. Downwind Sim, welcome, sir. Good to see you. And we're just taking a look at everything here. That looks super duper. Avionics can come on, and I'm going to go ahead and get the multi-function display going here. There's where we are. This is really, this G1000 is pretty awesome. I don't know if this is tied into the working title guys or if this is something that FS Reborn has done themselves, but it really is this is a nice system here. It performs well, and I like the display quality, and anyway, I've been really happy with it. All right, so do I have any CAS messages here? Yeah, pitot heat's off, takeoff config. Oh, you know what? I have one thing I need to do here. For the life of me, I don't.
Do you guys know which MSP center frequency it is we're supposed to contact at Bismarck?
If you're going out of Bismarck, it's 127.6.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Mr.
And then if you're coming out of Pierre and you're looking to pick up flight following, it's his hidden frequency. He's got the second comm open on 125.1.
Roger.
I better write that down.
Might as well try 127.6 first, see if it works.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm going to go to 125.1 just for a little realism. Make him tell me to switch the frequency.
Hey, Mr. Sedante, in the M500, is there a takeoff config button that I'm supposed to be pushing?
I haven't found one.
Okay,
I don't know
good.
if there is. I haven't found it. It's something that is not required.
Okay. All right. Well, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. So,
I haven't found it yet.
all right, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Fuel pumps are still on. That's fine for now. We will. They should be switched to auto. If they're not, okay, we'll do that. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right. Beautiful. 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 Taxi lights. I'm going to get ready to throw those on here in just a second. I do need to put the do need to put the cabin comfort on here. We are only going to 9,500, so it's not like I need a bunch of pressurization here, but we will have a little bit of it on. And then we also need to put the climate control, and again, it's not too cold out here, so we'll just kind of keep that on auto. We'll turn that to on, and yeah, I think that's going to be just fine right there. Let's check our trim. We're in takeoff. That's fine. And I don't remember where my rudder trim is. I'm supposed to be about 2 to the... Oh, there's the rudder trim. About 2 to the right. But now I'm not remembering where that's displayed. So, oh, there it is. So I got to go 2 to the right. 1, about 0.1, 0.2-ish. Yeah, that's going to be close enough. That'll be close enough. A little bit of P factor, I guess, on that is what they say. All right, and then my flight plan needs to come in here. So the origin again is Bismarck. And I wonder. Nope. All right. Sometimes you can type these in. There's a keyboard down here, but it's not really not very realistically functional. It's way down here. So like if you're in the regular plane, you could use that. But up here, I don't know. It's just probably just as easy just to use the spinner wheel. That's about the only thing I don't really like about this. But with the little short flight we're doing today, it's not a big deal. And most of the time, if you're flying something longer and you're doing kind of an IFR procedure or something like that, an IFR route, I should say, SimBrief will load all this in there for you. So, Elemental PQRS, Bismarck. There we go. There's the departure airport. We will runway. Can I pick my runway? Yeah, I think we're going to go 2-1. That
Shout out
works.
to Melvin Roy.
Chewy!
Who's that?
Hi, buddy. Nice to see you, man. Alright, destination Pierre, South Dakota. And, oh, gosh. KPIR. So Downwind Sim will probably remember this, but there is an airport along the way, and I'm not going to stop there today because I didn't have a chance to update the scenery for X-Plane 12, but there is an airport along this route where the current November 11816 Cessna 150 is parked. Do you remember the name of that airport, Downwind Sim? Yeah, man, got a little FSR going. Got this fancy schmancy new Malibu 500. Malibu, is that what it is? Or Marquis 500? Malibu. Piper Malibu. But if you've ever wondered about the origins of my call sign, it's because it's at Car Hinge. That's right. It's because it was the original airplane that I flew in with my grandpa. Let me go to Pier 330. We're gonna be landing north. Oh, my dog is hacking along here. Sorry, guys. There's lots of realism here today. Which runway would we want? I wonder. Not runway 31 is probably the most northerly airport or runway. Gosh dang, I can't even talk tonight. That will work. Okay, we're good. We are very, very good, and we're just gonna do visual stuff all night long. Do I have a destination elevation? Yes, indeed. Vanderwall, that's right. Downwind Sim, very good. So the theory, I actually don't know for sure, but the theory is that it was purchased by a gentleman named Vanderwall who lives right on the border of South Dakota, North Dakota. We'll fly right by it, and he's got a ranch, and I think he's got that little Cessna in one of his hangars there. So at some point, I'm going to make a pilgrimage and see if I can meet the guy. I've written him a letter. I haven't heard back. I don't know how to get a hold of him, but anyway, I'm gonna attempt to get up there and see if I can see it for myself at some point. It's only about, oh geez, it's only about probably about a 8-hour roadie from where I live. So, and I've had some funds donated towards it, so like it is on the docket to go. So I just need to make the time work for everyone. But anyway, Chewy, yeah, it looks good. You've been watching some videos on it. Nice, very nice. All right, I am pretty close to being ready to go here, I think. We're going to put the bleed air on. We are going to tune in center on 2760. Try to get a little VFR clearance out of Bismarck. Hopefully by now most of the crew is cleared out here. We sort of drug our feet just a little bit just to let the guys that are departing out of Bismarck get going.
Same direction, about 4 miles, and indicates 3,600.
Here's Pentagon.
Pentagon, hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you. 3018 is the altimeter barometer.
Minneapolis Thunder, Barron, Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, VFR request.
Baron Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, Minneapolis Center. Go ahead.
Minneapolis Center, Charlie Golf Lima.
Am I hearing that I'm buying a Cessna? No. As much as I would absolutely love to have that, there's no way I could do it. There just is no way. But don't think I haven't thought a lot about going up there, buying the thing, flying it home. I mean, that would be incredible. But there's a lot of things that would have to happen between now and then for it to work. And one of those things is I'd have to come into a large sum of money, which I do not have. And there's also this little thing about a pilot's license that I don't have. So, you know, yeah. Anyway, there is that. Minneapolis Center, good evening. November 11816 VFR request.
Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, radar contact 16 miles northwest of Pier Airport. Altitude indicates 3,500. Pier altimeter 3019.
3019, altitude check, Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray.
Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray. Traffic 3 to 4 o'clock, just a little bit past your 3 o'clock, about 4 miles, same direction. Type unknown, altitude indicates 3,200.
Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, negative contact.
The other aircraft that was checking in for Minneapolis Center, say again.
Yes, sir, November 11816. On the ground, Bismarck, VFR request to the south.
November 11816, Minneapolis Center. You request flight following or no flight following?
Affirm, flight following. We're a Piper M500 slant Gulf.
And Piper 816. Departure frequency will be this frequency, 127.6, squawk 2457.
All right, departure with you and squawk 2457, Piper 816. All right, guys. Code 2457.
Piper 816, runway 3-1 taxi via Charlie, and if you'd like Delta intersection, let me know.
3-1 Charlie, and yeah, we would take the Delta intersection, Piper 816.
Taxi via Charlie, Delta.
Charlie Delta. All right, so that's just that away, guys. So let's go ahead and do that. Beautiful flaps. Actually, hold on. We're going to go... Nope, we do need this. We're going to go a notch of flaps. We are going to...
I had one of my fuel pumps fail 5 minutes after takeoff.
Oh, man, that's not good. So you'll hear some virtual USA Flying Club chat in the background here. I'm kind of monitoring that because, again, I'm hosting the event. That is not good. I'm glad you were able to salvage it.
I set it up so that it had a mean time between failure of 120 minutes, but 5 minutes in.
All right, so we've got we'll put
Besides,
the
I left the
taxi light
auxiliaries
on,
alone.
and then nav light. Everything else is good. There's no beacon light, so we're just going to go with this right here. Okay. Parking brake is off, and we're ready. This is a plane that you taxi in beta, by the way, so we'll get it started, and then we will slide it into beta. One thing I've not done is made the recommended adjustments to the steering. The steering is quite sensitive, and they have a few suggestions for like sensitivity and null zone and all that. I haven't had a chance to do that quite yet, but that is coming soon. Everything else, though, was pretty well documented, even in terms of setting up like the beta range. It's pretty simple to do.
Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray.
Has
and if you said it the first time, I didn't catch it.
Has worked pretty well. All right, nobody coming that way. We're good. Kind of coming out here.
You did.
And oops, a little too much beta right there. So anyway, we are kind of lost my train of thought here. Heading down to Delta intersection and planning again on a left-hand downwind departure. I probably should get out on the taxiway here, shouldn't I? That might be nice. I really appreciate Minneapolis Center coming online, providing some ATC for the event tonight. You guys all know my affinity for the Minneapolis virtual ARTCC. And we've been spending a little bit of time up that way because of the new flight beam scenery for Minneapolis-St. Paul. Okay, this is Charlie 4 coming up. And then after that, we'll have a Delta. So that's what we'll be looking for. And I've set the clouds, but holy moly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to 9,500 or not. So we're just going to kind of get up there close to where we need to be and call it good.
6,500, pure altimeter 3019.
All right. Still need to turn my pitot heat on. Le pitot. And we'll be ready to go. Look at this beauty, man. How about that? Chewy. What do you think of that?
November 3052 Alpha.
It's a pretty cool plane, no doubt about it. Very much in the class of the A2A Comanche. Not sure if I can call it equal, but right up there for sure. I'm enjoying it very, very much.
Squawk 7022.
7022, Seneca 52 Alpha.
Okay, so Delta, taking the Delta intersection helps us in a couple ways. Number one, we can save a little fuel, a little wear and tear on the brakes, all that good stuff, but we don't have to cross runway 3, so it helps us get out a little faster as well. So That's going to be the plan of attack. I am going to hand fly a good deal of this, but I'm going to set things up just in case I want to go to autopilot so we can pop outside and look around, especially when we get close to Vanderwall. I want to make sure that, well, I'm just curious to see if I can actually see anything. Vanderwall is just a little tiny private.
Bismarck VOR altitude indicates 3,500. Bismarck altimeter.
Excuse me, a little private strip. So. All right, need just a minute here. Make sure everything is how it needs to be. Yes, I still have my stupid little cough. I just have not, like for a month, been able to get rid of it. Not sure what's going on. Okay, so that's still in beta range. Now that's in regular. Okay, cool. Okay, before takeoff, bleed air is pushed in. All the environmentals are good. Fuel pumps need to go to manual. Okay. Ignition system comes to manual. Ice protection not needed. Pitot heat is coming on as soon as I find it. Pitot right there. I don't need any of the other anti-ice landing lights. Strobes are good. And okay, I think that looks fine there. Flaps are set to take off. Gas messages are where they need to be. Sweet. Okay.
Before Mike Charlie, that traffic that I pointed out earlier is still at your 10 o'clock. Now 3 miles, same direction. 3,600.
Set that for course heading, and CDI will go to GPS just in case we need it. All right, we'll make a radio call and we'll be on our way. Thanks again for coming in, you guys. Happy Thursday.
Lance Air 9 Alpha Papa, Minneapolis Center, standby. November 11816. Are you ready to go?
Affirm, ready for departure, 11816.
November 11816, wind 290 at 12. Left downwind departure, runway 31 at Delta, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 31 at Delta, left downwind departure, approved. Piper 11816. Alright, come on out here. Oops. Hit the brakes a little too hard. Little bit squirrely. And again, that's something I will
It's
correct.
Meridian. You would use Meridian for the M500 as the identifier.
Ah, got you. Yeah, he just called me Piper, so I just repeated that, but I'll try to do that as the evening goes on. All right. Yeah, see, it's going to holler at me for takeoff config, but there's not much I can do here. Expect this to be a little bit of a rodeo until we get going. There we go. And it smooths out. Rotate at 85. There's 70. 80. And rotates. Again, I need to look into that. And I understand that there's an update coming. So maybe they're going to address that. Gear coming up. How far off the runway are we falling? A little ways. But what the heck. Alright. There's the Nebraska. North Dakota countryside. We're ready to turn left downwind. Nobody over there. Let's go ahead and start our turn. And away we go. We're coming, South Dakota. We're coming. Looking for a climb speed of about 125. I've kind of blown right through that. I was a little bit kind of conservative, trying to do a little ground effect as we're taking off, so I'm going to be a little bit fast on climb, but that's okay. Left. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, is it bumpy right now.
Charlie Golf Romeo Sierra, go ahead.
It's looking like the
There's the
weather
crosswind.
might be less than ideal for VFR arrival. I wonder if I could file.
I think I'm going to do this same thing. I can hear the pilot talking. I want to try to shoot an instrument approach back into Bismarck, and because I haven't done that yet in this plane, so I've done all just visual stuff. I do think I've shot an ILS, but that's been about it. Alright, so there we go. Kinda, sorta. Heading primarily southbound. I'm just going to follow the river, you guys. I'm an IFR this baby in a way. But, okay, climb power. Again, we just want to keep things in the green here. Nothing over 770 for temp. NG needs to stay below 101.7 and my torque below 13. So I'm in great shape. I'm just a little quick.
3,200 now.
But I think for what I've got, I'm probably going to level off at 5,500.
Getting bounced around here a bit.
Because, yeah, same here. I'm seeing these clouds, and so
Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, roger.
we may have to do something similar here. If 5.5 is too high, like we're right at the, you know, of course I could go in and adjust my cloud layer, I guess, couldn't I?
Would you like direct, or do you have any waypoint that you want?
Let me see if I can do this. Can I adjust my cloud layer here?
Well, I'd like to.
There we go.
The RNAV 3-1 approach.
There we go.
From Linton.
I really am not.
So if you could give me vectors to that, or I'll take
I'm not super picky here, but I just want to see. I want to see around. I guess I really want, more than anything, I want to see if I can find van der Waals.
Charlie Golf Romeo Sierra, cleared to the Bismarck Airport via present position, direct, Lincoln, direct, maintain 6,000.
All right, so this first lake that we're coming up on here, by the way, it's
via present position, direct,
Lake Awahe, and it is a long lake. It runs almost all the way from Bismarck to Pier. It just is a long, long lake, hundreds of miles long.
Clear Bismarck, direct, Linton, and direct for Charlie Golf from Sierra with descent to 6,000.
And it's basically just a spot along the Missouri River that they have they've dammed off. And so, I mean, this lake, like I say, this lake is over 100 miles long. It's just crazy. All right, let's get ourselves, I'm gonna say, let's set 7.5 here. And I'm gonna push. Hey, there's Chandler. I'm gonna go heading here. I'm gonna go autopilot engage, because I want to get outside and look around a little bit here, you guys. So let's do it.
Kodiak 423 Charlie Lima, Minneapolis Center. Did you want flight following?
That's a negative.
Kodiak 3 Charlie Lima, runway 31 at Delta, taxi via Charlie to Delta.
Alright, so this is what I'm trying to do here, you guys. Van der Waal is right here. So I technically,
301.
I need to be 5,500, 7,500. Okay. Probably should be going at about a 156 heading right now, 49 miles. It's not far. It's not far, especially in this airplane here. Airspeed is right. Oh man. Let's pull back on the power a little bit here. I certainly am not in any hurry tonight. It's only about a 40-minute flight one way. I do plan on going down and back, but again, I want to see if I can. I don't know if this will show or not, but we're we're going to try to find it. So 156, yeah. So I'm actually not on a bad course right now because I'm going to kind of come over here to the east side of the lake and follow this down this way. Yeah, I think we're going to be all right.
November 11816. Confirm, did you want flight following?
Affirm, we would take flight following November 11816.
November 11816, squawk mode Charlie.
Squawk mode Charlie. Sorry about that, 11816. Thought I did, but I must not have. Oh, sure enough, ALT. I do have the frequency in though, at least. I just didn't have the mode C going, so my bad. And the other thing I want is I want the wind option 2 shown here, so I know what I'm wrestling with. All right, cool, we're away. We're away.
Number 129er Alpha Papa traffic.
Back way up here so I don't break something.
Same direction. Type unknown, altitude indicates 3,500.
We have that traffic in sight for 129 Alpha Papa.
Okay. I'm trying like heck to see if I can find the airport.
November 11816. Radar contact 18 miles south of the Bismarck VOR. Altitude indicates 7,300.
All right, position checks 11816. But I'm 7.5. I wonder if I've got my. This could be one of the things with the setting real world weather versus not real world. The weather's horrible up here right now in real life down in sim, so I've got it backed off a little bit, needless to say.
Echo Minneapolis Center.
All right, I'm trying to.
Altimeter 3018.
I know I'm coming up here quick, guys. So we've got this little arm here that I'm looking for, Beaver Creek, and then we have this nice big crescent moon-shaped bend, and then Van der Waals right here. If I can find the Standing Rock airport, I should be able to find Van der Waal if it's modeled, which it may not be modeled. So, all right. So I'm going to fly right over the top of this here, and again, I'm going to keep it on autopilot for just a little while longer, just because I'm going to be hopping outside just to see. And I don't see it modeled here, or I don't see it, but this is the little curve, so it might be kind of about right where my VNAV altitude select button is, so we'll hold on. But yeah, real world weather in Bismarck, where we departed, is overcast 2,600. Winds are 290 at 12. We've got Linton Municipal, which we're flying past here. That is reporting winds 300 at 12, overcast 2,800. So it's pretty low clouds. I don't know if there's much precipitation. There is a little bit of an icing threat. Mobridge, which is just a bit south of us, is 320 at 11, and again overcast 2,900. So when we head back, I'm going to actually toss the complete real world weather on, and I'm going to request an IFR return into Bismarck and see if I can shoot.
All the Bismarck guys are so nice and spaced out, and then all the Pierre guys are just all in just one giant cluster.
Yeah, kind of is that way.
Once one got moving, we all got moving.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. So let's see if I can find. Oh, so I think that's it. I think that's Vanderwall. So is that it? Yes, it is. All right. So we are going. I'm going to cheat a little bit here. I'm full disclosure. I'm trying to aim for it. I'm using every trick in my book here because I just, like I said, I just want to see if it's modeled. And I'm hoping it is, but you know what? Whatever. If it's not, it's not, I guess. I'll just be a little bit bummed out.
On the GA ramp there at Bismarck, and we are requesting a VFR departure from the ramp to the south.
I'm on a pretty good intercept course. I might have to come a little bit eastbound, though. So let's make that correction.
Zero Sierra Foxtrot. Stand by. Aircraft is departing from runway 31.
Maybe just start heading right on this course. Okay, perfect, perfect. Ooh, wait a second. What's this? Is this maybe it? Maybe, baby. Look at the map. But you can see, even if I know where it's at, it's going to be tricky to actually see it. But I think this is a pretty good altitude. Man, this is pretty country. It's just like nothing but deer hunting and ducks and
of the Melbourne Literary Channel.
That's right.
By Tailwind Binoculars.
Love
Never
it.
take off without them.
Absolutely love it. Looks kind of like that, honestly. I need to get another screenshot here for the thumbnail. So let's do this. Screeny. We'll come back to you later on. Okay. Close am I getting, guys? I'm getting there. I got a little ways to go yet. But again, when you're a bush pilot, right, everything looks like a bush strip.
Helicopter 0 Sierra Foxtrot, roger. Traffic
Let's enjoy
is,
the
Kodiak, about,
scenery and the ATC
2 miles
together.
Off, after 3 o'clock. He's at 3,500. Aircraft calling Minneapolis Center, standby. Kodiak 3 Charlie Lima, frequency change approved, we'll see you.
Frequency change approved, 14th Street, Charlie.
The other aircraft that was calling in, I think it was a United thing.
I think we still have about probably 10 miles to run here. I do have a visual on my Navigraph map, so as we get closer, like
United
I say, we'll
calling Minneapolis Center,
zoom in a little bit. If you've never been to the Dakotas, it's really worth going. If you like just lots of
We're all about to cross over here.
open space, it's a pretty amazing place.
United 2299,
This might be
contact Minneapolis
this
Center,
might be it.
133.4.
Yep, there it is. So it doesn't show the ranch very well, but there is where the airstrip is. Almost, well, yep, almost positive. Ah, you know what? It's not right next to a lake, though. No, I take that back. It might be this right here.
Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray traffic.
Now, I'm not sure.
10 o'clock, 10 to 11 o'clock actually.
I'm not sure.
4 miles, opposite direction, Seneca, 3,500.
I'm not sure. This looks like it. This looks like it's it right here. Yep. This is it. There's the airstrip. And my guess is that the little Cessna is in one of these little hangars, like either right here or maybe right here. That's so cool. That's so cool.
traffic
Downwind
in
Sim,
sight,
we could land there, couldn't we?
2 Alpha. And we have Moberg in sight.
We should land there.
Full stop, taxi back there at Moberg.
I wonder if I can get this thing on the ground down there.
Papa, India,
That's cool.
Seneca 5-2 Alpha, additional traffic now, 12 o'clock and 3 miles. Slightly
I'll see you soon.
Right,
Someday.
2,500.
November 11816, I promise. Somehow she knows I'm flying over the top of her.
Going to pass off to your right, 1,000 feet below. You have Millbridge Airport in sight again.
Yep, we have Moberg in sight.
That's cool. That's cool.
Seneca
That's a better
5-2
shot.
Alpha, radar service
That's a better
terminated,
shot right
frequency
there.
improved.
Better composition.
5-2 Alpha.
Better composition, my friends. All right, well, so there we go. There we have it. And now it's time to kind of get ourselves back on track and time to resume a little hand flying here. That's what we like. That's what's funnest. We are, again, planning the runway 3 visual runway 31 approach. I'm going to go ahead and take a second here and look at the pier chart just so I know what the traffic pattern is.
Number 394
Left-hand
Alpha,
pattern to
Mike,
runway
Alpha
31. So we're not set up very well for that right now.
Clock
Let me
6746.
spin this to 31.
Roger.
Okay, that'll give us a little bit of a reference there. And I don't need the flight director anymore. Thank you very much. All right, we're just going to hold 7.5.
Twin Cessna 4 Alpha Mike, radar contacts.
We do have
Pier Airport altitude indicates 8,500.
do have a distance here, don't we? Oh, maybe not. Flight plan will give us a distance. About 90 miles to go, so that'll be good. 90 to go. All right. Okay, awesome. So I'm just gonna slowly kind of come back here. I want to get to the west side of the river here. That'll help me set up for a left-hand approach, a left-hand downwind to runway 31. Flew this airport many times as a young kid. If you can believe it, they used to fly 737-200s into this little place, and I can still remember taking those trips from actually not too far from where I live right now. A little small regional airport in Wyoming. We'd make a stop in Rapid City. We'd make a stop sometimes in Cheyenne. And we'd end up in Pierce, South Dakota. We'd make a stop sometimes in Casper, Wyoming. And man, I thought that was so much fun. So much fun. What I wouldn't give to go back, if for no other reason, I just want one of those little plastic red Western Airlines swizzle sticks that they used to give out. But yep, those were the days, you guys. Those were the days. Man, I tell you what, I picked the time of day that kind of gets you with the sun right in your face, doesn't it? Now let's head back outside. Let's have a look at what this, again, this is the Missouri River, but this is Lake Oahe. My grandpa used to come up here a couple times a year. It's about a, it's about 3 to 4 hour trip, and he'd haul his boat up here and they'd fish. I always have a good time. Him and his friends would come up, just make a fishing trip up here. You could fish this thing your whole life and not fish the whole thing. I mean, 140 miles of lake, all these little coves, and it's pretty amazing. Of course, it has that Lewis and Clark connection as well. This is part of what they traveled as they were heading west, looking for that all-water
I
passage.
didn't realize we're right on the border between Central and Mountain Time.
Yep, the Missouri River is that break.
Huh. I'm in Mountain Time. I'm in Central Time. I'm in Mountain Time. I'm in
Helicopter
Central
3
Time.
Sierra Echo, Minneapolis Center. Squawk mode Charlie. If you're not already.
Hope y'all are doing good. Happy Thursday. It's like my Friday, by the way. I took tomorrow off. I'm stretching out my the birthday celebration. I had my birthday last weekend, but I didn't. I usually take a day off on my birthday, but since it was Saturday, you know, obviously I didn't. So I thought, well, do you take it the Friday before, the Monday after? And I opted to take it. I said, you know what? I'll just stretch it out. I'll take it this coming Friday. There was like a lot of staff at my school that were going to be gone last Friday, so I thought, yeah, you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it right now. It'll be better that way for everybody. All right. Well, we're just about on the. Well, we kind of are on the eastern side. And again, I haven't hit a lot of the little airstrips that are around, but I'm telling you, there are some cool little private and municipal airstrips. It is a fun little spot. A lot of farm strips and things like that. Do what you did and take the whole week flying for fun. I wish I had that many days. No, I've got 4 days that I can use, and I already took one of them to go to a concert with my wife, and now tomorrow is 2. And then I will be I'll be going down to see some family in March. That'll probably be my final 2. But yeah, I can't complain. I mean, as a school teacher, holy cow, do we have good vacation days? So I cannot complain at all. I'm taking off on your birthday? No kidding. Well, hey man, happy early birthday, buddy. Do you have any plans, Frank? My plans included ice cream, and lots of it, and it was mission accomplished. No plans. Well, sometimes no plans are the best plans, my friend. Yep, I ordered some pizza on one night, and we went out to dinner on another night, and then I just absolutely gorged myself on ice cream on a third night. So that was kind of what I did. All right, guys, how we doing? I haven't really touched anything. We've slipped maybe 1,000 feet, but otherwise we've done all right. Did I just say ice cream? I did, in fact, say ice cream, my friend. I did, in fact, say that. All right. I should have turned off, by the way. I don't need the fuel pumps or the ignition on at this point in time. And I should also have the taxi lights over to pulse. Don't need the landing lights anymore. All right. You can see kind of how I've been able to get over on the seaside. Now I'm going to turn back and track more southerly.
127.6, squawk 241.
And it looks like we've got about 70 miles to run, so we're looking good. Looking really good. We're doing 180 and 207 across the ground. This thing could flat out boogie, I tell you what. Chat, did we lose chat again? Oh boy. I lost my chat window again. That's really weird. It's really weird. Iowa Scotsman, I'll just read them off then. I know you guys can see these, but maybe others can't. That's right. You used your birthday to make that trip out to Wyoming 2 months ago. Yeah, to the Upton area, to the northern Black Hills. Yeah. Hopefully you had fun seeing family there. And
Mansion 23 November, taxi,
yeah, you just about
Charlie
got out there.
Delta.
Time to hunt a turkey, by the way.
Charlie Delta.
Fall turkey season.
23 November.
We were in the midst of our football season, so I'm bummed out I wasn't able to join you. But perhaps we can have a chance to meet up at some point in time, like maybe FS Expo, heading down to Vegas this year.
Lance Ed Niner Alpha Papa.
I am planning on attending again. I don't
Traffic at your 11
completely know
o'clock,
yet
5 miles opposite
how it's all going to
direction.
work out, but
Type in altitude on
definitely want to get back down there. That was really
Keep an eye out
really enjoyable hanging
for
out with
that
you
traffic,
guys.
And we are descending through 4,000 for cloud clearance. Lance Air 9 Alpha Papa.
So these things are kind of cool. They'll move kind of these static wixel. They kind of also move. They've got a little animation on them. Maybe hard to see. I don't know. They just have done a nice job. And again, I'm from what I'm hearing, there's going to be an update, maybe as early as tomorrow. So I'm excited to see what that does, what that looks like. You know, one thing I didn't do here is I really prefer this to be, I don't know. I really prefer this to be track up, but not sure if I can do that. Yeah, sorry, I'm doxing myself here. It's okay. Yeah, anyway. I won't worry about it. Yeah. So many of these aircraft now have these really nice flight bags.
Information. Bravo is current at Bismarck. Bismarck altimeter 3019er.
All right, 3019. So many of these guys are coming out with just wonderful flight bags. It's really fun to use them. I'm getting almost to the point where I don't have to have Navigraph running on my screen here,
4 miles,
which is nice because that saves a few frames, right? Also hate it when my birthday lands on election Tuesday nights. Oh, no kidding. That's not a good way to spend your birthday. Unless you turn election night into a drinking game. There are some fun drinking games out there for election night. That'd be the only way I could stand it.
9 Alpha Papa, additional traffic at your 12 o'clock behind the helicopter, now about 4 miles.
We're drifting maybe a little too far west. We are in mountain time right now, so as soon as I cross over on the other, I'm sure you heard us joking, that's central time. But you drive across the bridge when you're coming into town, obviously, and as a kid, we always thought that was so cool, right? Like you were going into the past or going into the future.
3500, request VFR flight following to Papa India Romeo.
He's heading to pier.
Had 2 at once there. The aircraft departing from Mobridge, saying it.
Oh, Mobridge, awesome.
November 3052 Alpha, requesting VFR flight following down to Papa India Romeo at 3500.
That's our friend, that flight sim dude.
Seneca 52 Alpha, squawk 7, squawk 6775.
6775, Seneca 52 Alpha.
Let me see if I can see my traffic
Charlie
here.
Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray.
Yep.
Traffic 11 o'clock, 4 miles.
Just went by somebody.
Helicopter 3000.
So that's kind of one of the benefits, obviously, of being flight following, is especially in this sim. But from what I understand, in real life, it's flat tough to see GA traffic as you're flying. I mean, it really is.
barren.
Now, if you were flying this in real time, it's dark, and so you'd see the lights. You'd probably have a little bit more of an advantage, but
Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, traffic in sight on the other side of the river.
Thank you. And helicopter 3 Sierra Echo behind the barren additional traffic, 12 o'clock, 3 miles, is a Comanche at 2,600. Comanche 4 Mike Charlie, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles, opposite direction, helicopter 3,000.
nice to hear a helicopter's flying tonight.
Traffic inside 4 Mike Charlie.
Makes me happy.
Lancer 9 Alpha Papa, information Bravo's current, advise you have it, and make straight in runway 31.
We'll get Bravo on board and straight in for runway 31 for Lancer 9 Alpha Papa.
Comanche 23 November, you ready to go?
We're just doing a brief run-up. I'll let you know if that's all right. Comanche 23 November.
Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, information Bravo's current, let me know you have it.
Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray has Bravo.
Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray, straight in, runway 31.
Straight in, runway 31, Charlie Golf Lima Whiskey X-ray.
All right, so we have. Do we have weather? Do I have a weather or pier?
Center Twin Comanche, Charlie Golf Romeo Sierra. We're about 10 miles
Got ASOS.
south of Linton at 6,000. Looking
Let's
for
see
the
if I can
31 at Bismarck.
see if I can pick that up. I haven't messed around a whole lot with COM 1 and COM 2, to be totally honest with you, but my ASOS is 1925.
Charlie Golf Golf Romeo Sierra, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 3,500.
Pilot's discretion to 3,500. Charlie Golf Golf Romeo Sierra.
Let's just double check. 19. 025. Whoa, 025. Hey, hold on. 119 or 025. And no, I'm not going to call the telephone number.
Skywest 4238 Minneapolis Center, clearance on request, it'll be a minute. I think I had 2 at once, the other aircraft taken.
Alright, so let's see if I can, first of all,
November, wind 290.10, make left downwind departure, runway 31, clear for takeoff.
I just want to monitor nav or COM 2. Am I monitoring? I am monitoring COM 2. Okay, so that's currently on. So if we can hear, if we do end up close enough where we can hear it,
Seneca 52 Alpha,
it'll be broadcasting. So we'll see how well that works.
48 miles north of Pier Airport, altitude indicates 3,500.
Flying with Falco, I do that when you're doing your GA flyings. You call up the AWAS for flight. Yeah, I've done that before. I've done that before. I always feel kind of bad. Like I feel like, and I know this really isn't probably an issue, but like I feel like if I'm listening and some real pilot's trying to call and they're getting a busy signal, like anyway, so I've done it a few times, but I don't do it a whole lot anymore. Again, I know that's probably not an issue, but
Ranch 124 Mike Charlie, we have information Bravo at Bismarck. We'll make straight in for runway 31.
$37 miles. All right, cool. So we need to start thinking a little bit about descending. Again, the
Charlie Golf,
pier
Romeo Sierra.
altitude is
Linton, cross Linton at
1,700. So I'm going to start to pull some power back. See if we can get ourselves to about 3,000. 2,700 would be pattern altitude. So
Cross Linton at or above 3,500.
we need to lose 3.5.
31 approach, Charlie Golf Golf.
So we're maybe a little early, but not too bad actually. 30 some miles. That's about right actually. It's about right, and I need to probably be a little bit more aggressive here.
Comanche 23 November, radar contact.
I'm not seeing anybody below us, so I feel safe, and I'm not seeing anybody out the windshield either.
Comanche 23 November, altitude checks, proceed on course.
My dogs, they're so funny.
Lancer 9er Alpha Papa, wind
I'll go up
290
and snuggle them later on.
Runway 31, cleared to land.
Runway 31, cleared to land. Lancer 9 Alpha Papa.
So you guys down with a real weather return? I'll leave the time where it's at so we have a little daylight, but a little real weather, kind of shoot maybe an RNAV approach or something into Bismarck. I am not very good at RNAV approaches, so I really would. I've made it kind of a goal to practice those a little bit more. I think this would be a pretty good time to do that. Just in case I need to go to autopilot for any reason, I'm going to spin it down to 2,700. That's pattern altitude. And that'll give me a nice little reminder when I'm coming up close to that, just in case I get busy doing other things. It is a left-hand turnout off of runway 31. By the way.
Skywest 4238, cleared to the Minneapolis International Airport as filed.
Yeah, bud.
Maintain 10,000, expect flight level 210, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.6, squawk 4617.
Clear to the Minneapolis Airport as filed, initial altitude 10,000 feet. Expect flight level 210, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 127.6. 4617, Skywest 4238.
Skywest 4238, how soon before you depart?
Say it one more time.
How long before you depart?
I'll be pushing back here within the next 5 minutes.
I'm going to go ahead and level here at about 5.5 for now. We'll step back down to 3,500 here in just a little bit. Trim out. The one thing that this plane does really emulate that the A-to-A does as well as it's just super smooth and responsive. All the flight controls, you know, it's not herky-jerky, and like I really appreciate that. Trims out nicely. It's pretty stable once you get it trimmed out. I haven't really tested it with a bunch of wind though, so that's like you saw on the climb out. It was bouncing a little bit because of the wind gusts and the turbulence there. So when we get back up to Bismarck on the way back, it'll be interesting to see how that works. But all right, the approach check, by the way, we are looking, we can put flaps down at 168. We're looking for an airspeed of 85 as our ref speed. So I've been trying to descend somewhere, you know, between 110 and 100, and then try to bleed it off to about 90 on the final approach, if possible. I do have yaw damper. Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever put the yaw damper. Yeah, it's on. It's on when the autopilot came out on. I do need to turn that off though on my short final. And we will plan a flaps 2. Yeah, flaps 20 approach and landing. Don't think I need to go full today. It's a nice long runway here at Pier Municipal, or Pier Regional, I guess. Pier Regional right now. That's right.
November 11816. Traffic 12 o'clock, about 10 miles now, but he's opposite direction, closing in on you. Type and altitude unknown. It's just a primary target that looks like it departed from the pier.
Negative contact, we'll be looking. 11816.
Yeah, it's just a primary. I don't have an altitude on it even, so I have no idea whether he's above or below you.
Roger. We do see him. And yes, you could type in fish finder right now if you want, although I didn't say it. But he is reporting, according to our TCAS, 1,300 below us. So he should be plenty safe.
November 8223, November. Traffic 1 o'clock.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, 1 o'clock, 7 miles, right to left. Is a.
I'm the fish finder.
Yeah, the type unknown, altitude is 3,500.
Negative contact, we'll be looking, we're going to be turning south to the phone river here anyway.
Yep, he is. He's way over there somewhere, so I think we're good. Yeah, you can see he's passing off our wing there. We did kind of climb back up, crept up a little bit. I need to start heading back down, get a little more serious. I see the airport on my scope here, and that means that it shouldn't be too far away. That might be it right over there. So, all right, we're gonna start. We kind of have ourselves set up anyway to join a left downwind, so that's good.
Charlie Golf.
I'm going to take it just a
Romeo,
little bit
Sierra.
further. So this is the
That's
Wahe
approved.
Dam coming
Yeah,
up.
that's,
I
final
could.
approach course.
I'll hold this out, or this course, and we'll check out the dam, see what it looks like. IRL, well, not IRL, but see how the sim renders it. It may not surprise you, but South Dakota is not one of the area with a lot of handcrafted stuff, although they do have some work done around Mount Rushmore and the Crazy Horse Memorial, which is a little bit further west of us in the Black Hills. So yeah, this is looking like just a big earthen dam. It definitely is not anything spectacular, but it gets the job done, and it creates a lot of recreational opportunities, as well as I would guess, I don't know this for a fact, but I would guess that you could use a lot of it for the crops and things like that. Although this part of the world gets a lot of moisture, and it's very humid, and there really is not a lot of like irrigation that you see. Like, people don't water their lawns. Like, there's just enough water in the air that it's pretty cool. Everything is really green and lush, and of course it's very humid. There's our airport, by the way, and there's the end of Lake Oahe. 120 miles later. We're good. I don't know, this is the town. This might be Mobridge. Mobridge has a cool little airport here as well. Not positive. But yeah, there's kind of the spillway down there, and I'm sure it generates some electricity and all that good stuff. I really don't know much about this lake or this dam, so yeah, it looks like those are some electrical generation, electrical generators, hydroelectric things. I don't know.
Charlie Golf, Golf, Romeo, Sierra.
All right, there's runway 31. We're going to just jump in this left-hand downwind.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I think Steven just iced over and hit the dirt.
Man. Okay, let's go.
I just watched his aircraft on my little VFR map
Landing
go
lights.
bunch of loops and then stops, so I think he's down.
Shoot, that's too bad. We do have a little bit of anti-icing in this plane, but not a lot. So we will, that'll be the, I guess, that'll That'll be what we have to be careful about in terms of flying back with real weather, is if there's too much icing. I don't know. All right, I'm not quite where I need to be here. Yep, I pulled the power back just a little too much.
November
All right.
8223, November traffic.
Put a
12
shot of
5 miles
flaps in here.
direction. Type unknown, altitude indicates 4,000.
See if we can pull back on the speed just a bit. Starting to hit some turbulence. All right, there's our airfield. We're over the town up here. We're on the left downwind.
November 11816, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, we'll see.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, November 11816. Shoot, I was not ready for that. 2280. Pier traffic, November 11816 is in the left downwind runway 31. Pier traffic. Okay.
Check gear.
Yep, I'm going to get that message here because I just put the second notch of flaps in.
Check gear.
We're still a bit high, but trying to slow down here. We're going to extend this downwind just a bit here.
Check gear.
Okay, I'll put the gear down. That's fine. It'll slow us down a bit. That gets us on an approach speed of about 110 to 100 anyway, so that's okay. Pier traffic 11816 is left base runway 31. Pier traffic. Okay, need to be descending though. Need to be descending. Oh, I way overshot it. Wow. Here, traffic 11816 is final 31. Here. Yeah, that was not good. I may have to try this again. See if we can salvage it. Oh, my goodness sakes. Wow, that's as bad as you can do it right there, boys and girls. Whew. Hoofty mama. Okay, looking for 17,000. Or, sorry, 1,700. And we're just going to kind of come back in here like we're intercepting the old ILS there. How about that? I think we'll be okay. Honestly, it's not perfect, but gear down and 3 green. Flaps are set. Airspeed, we need to get it down here. We're still a bit quick and a bit high. Yaw damper is coming off. Alright, turning final. Pappies say we're too low. And, oh, how about that? I did not do much better on the second try. Okay, well, definitely going to have to spend some more time in this plane, darn it. Oh boy, there's some bouncy bounces. Man, I can't find the middle of this stinking thing. I do have quite a crosswind according to my wind gauge here on the PFD, but holy moly, is it that bad? Maybe it is. Okay, coming off with the power here a little bit more. There we go. That's, oh boy, hey, hello. This could be a bumpy one, boys and girls. Down we go. Hold it, hold it. Kick that tail over a little bit. Oh man, there was felt like a little bit of a downdraft. Alright, sweetie, you gotta land at some point in time. Oh my gosh. It is windy here. Okay, there we're down. Holy cow. Wow, wow. Windy, 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 windy. Windy, I wanda. Okay, let's go beta. Boy, oh boy, you guys. I've got to make that adjustment in my rudder pedals, don't I? Look at that windsock. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, baby. Okay, well, we're down. Definitely not going to win any beauty contest with that, but I will take it. I will take it. Crossy, crossy. Yeah, I wish I could say that was the reason for the rather suspect and sketchy landing, but it was more likely due to suspect pilot skill. But we're here. Pair traffic. November 11816 is clear of runway 31. Pure traffic. All right, let's head down here. We might as well go all the way down because the GA ramp is all the way at the other end. And we do have to go down there to depart anyway. Them's my shoes is here. Hello. Happy Thursday. Yeah, it was part of that though, Falco, was winds, but again, part of it was me just not being real steady, kind of trying to over control the plane. And you saw by my approach, like I was so far off just even flying the pattern that I really should have just stayed in the pattern and tried it again. The thing I do a terrible job of is correcting in the pattern for crosswind. And that's why I thought I was good when I was on the downwind, but in reality that crosswind was pushing me over closer to the runway. And so, yeah, no wonder I was well past it when it came time to turn final. So anyway, I need to do better at that, and the only way you do better at flying patterns is to fly patterns. And I haven't flown really any patterns in this plane, so I don't have anyone to blame but myself. Even so, that's okay. We're gonna pull it off here and make plans to return back up to Bismarck. And again, I want to try to shoot. If we're gonna get our butts kicked here, then I'm gonna go ahead and just put it on full real weather, and we're just gonna do it here. So let's do it. Let's do it. Live weather will come on. We're going to leave the time. It's about 4:30, so we might have a nice sunset approach into Bismarck. Yeah, I need to crab in order to keep it straight. Yeah, so if I'm not explaining this very well, never mind. But needless to say, when I was on the left down, when I had wind coming off my right-hand side that was pushing me toward the runway, and I did not correct.
Brandon, are you doing a return flight, or what are you doing?
Hey, firm. I think I'm going to come back and try to shoot real, like an IFR approach.
Okay, good. I have someone to raid. Give me a second.
Aha, very nice. Thank you. All right, so let's do this. There is no departure for Pier.
Our arrival time is always a guess.
And so it looks like we're either going to shoot a... I'm going to try to do an RNAV. Let's see. We departed 2-1. So I'm going to try to do an RNAV 2-1. I do have an ATIS. Okay, hold on. I don't have to guess. I'm too far away, though. So if we do an RNAV 2-1, it looks like we would...
land and forget to look at what time it is.
We would come here and...
I only think of it once I've parked.
We could maybe shoot it off of Bismarck out here to Ufmu. You do a little... actually, I don't know how they would do that. See, this is my problem. I need to shoot some more RNAV approaches. Maybe you come all the way out here from Steel and come in. I don't know. All right, Jet, Pilot, Cinnamon, and Raiders. Welcome. Nice to see you guys. Thank you for doing that, JPC. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. So perhaps what I need to do then is... Maybe I just need to... Well, there is no ILS 2-1, so I'm gonna have to go with it. All right, cool. You know what? That's fine. So, okay, PIR, okay, BIS, and let me just like if I do 2-1, let's say I do Steel. I'm just gonna put that out there. STEIL. How far out does that? Wait a second. Oh, sorry. Shoot. Spelling matters. Hooked on phonics. Worked for me. Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. Like, I could come up there and that would bring me into 2-1. Alright. Yeah, I'm horrible at this, by the way. So again, bear with me. So let's set it up in Navigraph charts. KPIR, KBIS, done. And we're just going to expect RNAV runway 21 from Steel. All right, very good. It does look like you could you could shoot it from the Bismarck NDB. Is this an NDB? What is this? It's got to be an NDB, right? Procedures not authorized. Okay. Oh, it's Bismarck VOR. Duh. So it's like you do a circle to land. You got all kinds of options. All right. I don't know. We're gonna do it. It might be ugly, but we're gonna do it. We need to be at least 4,000. Okay, that can make that happen. All right. So we are going to come back in here to flight plan. We are going to file IFR.
All right, I'm going to pop out of here. Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Brant, enjoy the rest of your event and stream. Everyone else, the next event for the club is next Thursday night. It's the fly into Bar Harbor. See you then.
Thank you, brother. I think I'm going to leave Aberdeen as my... That still might be the best. There's Aberdeen. That still is the best alternate. So I'm going to leave that. It'll be about probably 20 minutes. I need to use the little co-pilot's or the little pilot's room. And again, about a 40-minute flight, I think. 46, I think, is what Sim Brief or SkyVector is telling me. So since we're kind of officially heading back westbound, I'm gonna file. Man, how about let's get up there a little bit. Let's go 12,000. See if we can get above these clouds. I'm just gonna file direct. We're gonna take that off. We're gonna file that. Let me give Minneapolis Center a chance to to digest that. I'm gonna take just a short break out of the cockpit, and I will be right back.
I think that's Tim. I don't think he's on frequency.
Thank you for that. I needed that. And, alright. We got some four-legged friends here that need a little treat as well. So, they, you know. Come here, Cody. Go, bud. There you go. I better check on a couple things. Like, number one, I need to see how my fuel is doing.
4 Alpha Mike, Minneapolis Center.
That might have been on Discord.
That might have been on both.
Alright. So,
Twin Cessna 4 Alpha Mike, Minneapolis Center.
I'm going to come here. 2760.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the event channel.
Not on the frequency either.
Fuel is low, so...
He was a minute ago.
Yeah, I thought I heard him talking.
Okay, so I...
Twin Cessna 4 Alpha Mike, runway 31.
Alright,
clear
so
to
one
land.
thing that I can't do on this is I can't refuel it while the engines are running and I'm flying. So I actually have to shut down. So let me just take a second here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to shut down. Fortunately, we've been idling, so we can go ahead and just go to idle cutoff and eat my graham cracker. We'll go, buddy. Let that spin down and we'll get some fuel. All right, thanks, guys. That's all.
November 4121 Charlie, radar contact 7 miles northwest of Mulbridge Airport.
Oh yeah, we're down
4,500.
well below half, so
3019.
I'm gonna instant. I don't want to unload. I have to instant unload. All right, let's unload instant and then load instant. So we've got our fuel back in. All right, cool. Very good. Now we can go back through the startup sequence. And yeah, I just thought of that. So all the doors are closed. Covers removed, passengers loaded,
3 times in,
circuit
voice
breakers
and,
all
I get
looking
the
good.
clear to
There.
land on chat on the text as well.
Bleed air switch needs to come off. ECS needs to come off. Parking brake set, landing gears down. Flaps are up and indicated. These are coming off. I need...
Cessna 4 Alpha Mike. Make left close traffic, runway 3.
Now the light can come back on here.
31 cleared to land.
Okay, we're fine as well there. Battery should still be good because the engine was running. Let's check and make sure we're between, whoops, 20, yeah, 25.3, so we're good there. Manual fuel pump. Manual starter, that's coming up here. Starter mode is manual. And get it cranking. We're looking for 56% NG. Good oil pressure, temperature. Okay, that should work. Fuel lever to whatever it is up there. Run, I guess. High idle, maybe. Monitor, monitor, monitor. Graham cracker, check. A little warmer, 539 on the ITT this time. But that'll work. That'll do, donkey. One more. Then I'm off the stuff for good. Okay, I need to delete my old flight plan. Cool. And then let's put the new one in here. Let's do this. Can I come down here and type KP? Oh, that's not modeled. Okay. Never mind. Forget about it. KPIR. Here, South Dakota. Capital of South Dakota. Cody, I think you're alright, dude. He's upset that the big dogs are down here with him because this is his domain. They can come down for a little while, but after a while they just become way too annoying. I don't have anything else. They're big graham cracker fans, if you can't guess. QR, there we go. Holy cow, that felt like it took forever. Runway, yeah, we're going to do tree 1. Enter, accept. Zoom out. We're going to come down here to destination of Bismarck. And I've really enjoyed this flight today, guys. It has been absolutely the perfect way to unwind after a busy week. Looking forward to a little vacation 3-day weekend. And who knows, I might even try to fly a little bonus flight tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out. I got a lot of plans. So, you know, on a day off, you only have so many hours. You got to get everything planned. Okay, we're going to go enter there, and then I'm going to hold off until I know, until I get the ATIS to know if they're for sure landing on 2-1. Going real fast until it was time to land. Oh, going real fast was fine until it was time to land. I don't know if the turbo life is for me, but it worked out okay on tonight's event. Ah, Mike, the turbo life is for everybody, my friend. Everybody.
Helicopter 3 Sierra Echo. 1 aircraft in the pattern at pier, and the aircraft that was at your 3 o'clock all the way down is dropping behind you a little bit. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Squawk VFR.
All right, we're going to give him a call. Minneapolis Center, November 11816 on the ground pier with the weather, IFR request to Bismarck.
November 11816, Minneapolis Center, clearance on request. Twin Cessna 4 Alpha Mike.
What did we file? What was our 12,000? Was that our altitude? I think that was our altitude. Mike, the one thing about turboprop life is no matter how good or bad you are, you find out fast. Everything happens fast.
Meridian 21 Charlie, information Bravo's current Bismarck.
Meridian, I have to tell myself. Meridian. So I just got the weather, by the way, from UCAR.TAF. It is reporting 3021 for the Barrow. We're going up to 12,000. Runway 31. Our OBS is on GPS.
November 11816, Minneapolis Center. Just say again, aircraft type and destination.
Yes, sir. We're Piper Meridian 500, and we're heading up to Bismarck. 11816.
Meridian 816, cleared to the Bismarck Airport via direct. Maintain 6,000. Departure frequency 127.6. Squawk 5257. Hold for release.
Clear to Bismarck direct, maintain 6,000, departure 27.6, squawk 5257, hold for release, Meridian 816.
Meridian 816, how soon before you depart?
I need about 2 minutes.
Meridian 816, released for departure, clearance void if not off in 5 minutes, pier altimeter 3021, frequency change approved.
Clear for departure, clearance void if not departed in 5 minutes, and altimeter 3021, Meridian 816. Okay, code 5257. So unlike this last flight, guys, I am going to very much be autopilot, magenta line, child of the magenta line here. So yeah, bear with me here, and we're going to see how we do. We're going to explore the sexiness factor of our little Meridian. All right, just simply need to basically head straight out. Okay, so parking brake coming off, leads coming on, control is on. I'm gonna reset this to 6,000. That might be our final cruise, honestly. Like, I might have been optimistic thinking I could make 12,000. So if that's what we get, then that's what we get. I'll be okay with it. Okay, that's looking mighty fine. That's a velvet glare shield. That's right, buddy. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I need to get a little juice going here. Nobody's out there. And we rolling, baby. We are rolling. Maybe we're not rolling. I have something. Why am I having a hard time getting going here? I don't know. Not making... My prop RPMs are funny here. Hold on here. Hold on. What's going on here? What is going on, my friends? What is going on, indeed? Uh-oh. I hope it's not something related to the breakers. I wouldn't think it is. I don't see anything on the... Oh, so we're feathered. Yeah, that's fine. See if I need to unfeather here. That might be it. That might be it. There we go. That's more like it. That's more like it. I think I still had it almost in like beta range there, and I hadn't given it a chance to unfeather. So, or fully feather and then unfeather. So that's more like it. Now we're rolling. Haha. So much to learn. Air traffic, Meridian 11816 is on the taxi 31 via Alpha, pier traffic. I am cleared for release, so I can, cleared for departure. Released for departure. Try to get that straight. I don't think I read that back correctly either, so well, this is kind of a bad job on my part, but... Okay. Whoops. Got some V speeds here. Interesting. I've not noticed those before. I've always just kind of went off of the book saying you rotated about 85. I'm going to take a look at those, though, when we get down here, just so I know for planning purposes. Yep, going to have crosswind again, so I'm expecting a little bit of a squirrely departure. Hopefully we don't break anything. Comes a guy in the pattern here. Air traffic 11816 is holding short 31. Oh, helicopter. Nice. Heck yeah, buddy. Alright, my headphones unfortunately are... Oh, that looks like maybe it's a 160 with the gear. Headphones are kind of going wonky. Stand by. Might be asking Santa Claus for some new headphones this year. My battery's dying here. Okay, so he's on his way down. I'm going to go flaps 1. I'm getting a little new sound here. You guys hear that? I don't know if that's good or bad. But my... I am not responding like I normally do. I did... Like, it did kind of, probably won't be able to see anything in here. Yeah, I can't perform maintenance. Alright, whatever. Alright. There's another helicopter coming in. Alright. I don't hear these guys making radio calls. Ampere traffic, Piper 11816 is departing runway 31. We'll be straight out northbound. Pier traffic. Anybody coming? I don't think so. I'm going to have to pay attention to icing. I'm going to have to use what little anti-icing I have. Oh, we got another raid coming in. Hang on, guys. Welcome, raiders. I'm trying to get out of Pierre, South Dakota.
Brandon, are you on 122.7?
I'm on 22.8. That's why, isn't it? Yeah. I forgot. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder, man. We get to use the real traffic frequencies here. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, pure traffic apologies. Piper 11816 is short of 31. Any traffic at the pattern? Flights with Joel. Hello, Joel. Welcome. I just botched a radio call, so you guys came at the perfect time. Okay, Piper 11816 is departing 31. Pure traffic. Thanks for coming in, Red Heron. Good to see you. I'm... Alright, here we go, guys.
Air traffic 423 Charlie Lima is established on the ILS.
Oh, crap.
Full stop landing on runway 31.
Now we get... And Chandler, we're out of your way here. Sorry, Chandler. Here we go. Don't over torque. Don't over torque. Alright. I am not getting anything here. Am I? Airspeed. There she comes. There's 50. Well, I'm just not getting power, guys. I'm just not getting any power at all. We're going to go rejected. I'm going to get off right here so Chandler can land. Oh, well. I'm having issues. I'm going to miss my turn. I think I blew the engine up. Here, traffic, 11816 is going rejected takeoff, and we're clearing the runway. I think I blew the engine up. I think what happened, guys.
Here, traffic 423 Charlie Lima is
Yep.
about 9 miles southeast.
I think I had my beta range.
Established on the ILS.
I think I was in beta range and not, I was not in takeoff range. Shoot! Joel, thanks for coming in, man. And, yeah, X the smoke button. Yeah, I don't know. This is the first time I've blown an engine, so let's see. I got to turn some stuff off here. Off, off. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to have to give, I need to give the center controller a call. We're going to cut the fuel here. Shoot. All right, I'm going to hop back over to center. Center, November 11816. As if the flank the...
November 11816, Minneapolis Center. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. We had to go rejected takeoff, having some maintenance issues, so we're going to be just a minute. I'll give you a call again for IFR release, if that's okay.
November 11816, roger. Hold for release and just call me ready number 1 at your runway.
All right, hold for release, and we'll give you a call number 1, 11816. Oops. Full engine overhaul. There we go. It's as easy as that. And over to Unicom, 11816. Shoot. Yeah, I think that's what happened. So, in short, I was pulling her full, pushing it full forward. So I have a button here that toggles. Let me turn this off and this off here. I have a button that toggles between beta range and flight range. Okay, which works great until you get the two of them backwards. And here's what I was trying to do as I was taking off. I was going about half beta range, which is why I wasn't picking up any steam. So then I jammed it forward, and I lost even more power because I was full reverse, essentially. So then I thought, all right, well, maybe I'll just kind of pull it back and then slowly engage it again. Well, what I did is I hit my reverser button, and I ended up just going full forward, which blew the plane up. So there you go. If you wondered if that happens, then yes, that happens. So the invoice is in the mail. Okay, yeah, I will. I'll do my best to make up for it there. It wasn't my fault. Yeah, no, totally my fault. But the positive is we get a chance to practice the startup procedure, which is always nice. So welcome, Raiders from Flights with Joel. It is nice to see you. Thanks for coming in, and I apologize in advance for
Attention all aircraft information. Charlie is currently at
the
Bismarck,
suspect
Bismarck altimeter 3019.
piloting skills you're about to witness. So, but I rented it dry. Let's go back to the top of the list here, and let's run the list. What do you say? Pre-flight is complete. Maintenance is finished.
Wind.
Flight plan is already uploaded. Doors are closed. I don't need the GPU. The chocks and covers are removed. Passengers are boarded. Doors are closed. Electrical switches are off. These breaker thingies are all good. That one looks suspect. Is that in? What is that one? Prop heat. Yeah, that's important. Prop heat. See, all those work, guys. All those work. And the engine blows up if you over torque it. Nav light is on. Battery switch is on. All right, fuel gauges. Let's just make sure that we have the fuel that we think we are supposed to have, which is yeah, 319. Okay, everything is looking good. All these temperatures are good. Flaps are hopefully retracted. Nope, the flaps are actually still down. The parking brake is going to be set. The bleed air needs to be off. The ECS cabin comfort needs to be off. And, all right, I think we're good to go. Fuel pumps and Ignition switch to manual. Starter mode is manual. And away we go. We're doing the looky thing, looky. We want a minimum of 13 on the NG. Oh, I see that. Condition lever full forward. We're making power. We're making temperature. We're making RPMs. And we're making more NG. We've got oil pressure. We've got oil temperature. And yeah. Here's what I was going to look at. What is this? Rotate, yep. VX, VG, VY. Yeah, so it is 85. Very nice. Very nice. Thanks for coming in, you guys. So we screwed the pooch on that one, no doubt about it. But you know what? We shall overcome. All right, good. Auto off. That's good there. We are going direct to taxi lights because we can pretty much roll down. We've got everything in, unless it went away, I guess. But we should have everything in as far as flight plan still, altitude, all that. We'll check. Okay, why are we not? Oh, lovely. Now it's forgetting my saved. Gosh dang it, I hate when it does that. For some reason, I can't, I lose my preset number 5. And it'll work for a while, kind of like my chat. Like my chat box will work for a while and then it stops working for some reason. Alright, ECS is on. Lead air on. Here we're going to go switch into Unicom. And we're going to... Now what are we doing here? Okay, regular range. That's what we want. Taxi and power range. Now, once we get going... The idea is we switch to beta because you taxi in beta. That way you don't wear out the brakes. But you can't take off in beta range. However, you can blow the engine up in beta range. So, good to know. For those of you coming in from Joel's stream, hi. My name is Brant. Welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. We're doing an event tonight for the Virtual USA Flying Club. It's called Capital Crossfire, and we're flying between the capital cities of North Dakota and South Dakota. So we just got done flying from Bismarck to Pierre. So we did the North Dakota to South Dakota route, and we had our weather turned to VFR, and now we've turned the weather to real weather. The time is not real, but the weather's real. And we are heading back to Bismarck, where it is most decidedly not VFR. So we're going to try to shoot an RNAV into probably runway 21. And we're going to see. Pier traffic 11816 is on the taxi runway 31. Pier. Uh-oh. Boss lady's calling me here. Hello, just a second. I got a dog trying to crawl up in my lap here.
81 Charlie, exit to the left and taxi to ramp via Charlie. Twin Cessna 0 Charlie Juliet, runway 31 at Delta, line up and wake, 30 you need a minute. Roger.
All right, good news. She still loves me. Yes, the insurance company is going to be definitely on our butts after tonight. All right. Minneapolis Center, Meridian 11816 is holding short 31, ready for departure. Let's see if we can do this right this time.
Meridian 816 Minneapolis Center, released for departure. Clearance void is not off in 5 minutes. Report airborne this frequency. Pier altimeter 3022, frequency change proof.
All right, cleared for release. Clearance void if not off in 5. Altimeter 3022 will call you airborne and back over to Unicom 11816. All right, not much has changed other than the fact I just got a quick new engine, so, you know, no big deal. Pier traffic, November 11816 is departing runway 31, Pier. All right, let's make sure that we are doing what we're doing. Yeah, so we're beta now. We're takeoff taxi range. I'm not coming off of that. Not coming off of that. Let's get out here. Get situated. And, oh boy, I'm not very well lined up, so I'm a little nervous about this. Okay, coming forward. We're making good power this time. Yep, the takeoff config is going to yell at us like it does always, but not much we can do about that because we don't know where the takeoff config button is. Everything else is good.
Do you know why your takeoff config is going off?
I don't know.
Because you didn't turn your pitot heat on. Pitot heat's supposed to be on all the time with this airplane, went from takeoff to landing.
Somehow I just paused. I literally thought I just did that on the taxi. I probably turned it off.
Yeah, focus on the flying first, so you can deal with that later.
Alright, there's takeoff. Switch frequencies. Looking for about 120. Laps coming up. Just going to hold runway heading until we talk to... Whoa, boy. That was a little bit of a bumpity bump. Alright. Center, November 11816. Climbing 2,200.
November 11816, Minneapolis Center, squawk ident.
Squawk ident, 11816.
November 11816, radar contact 1 mile west of the pier airport, altitude indicates 3,100. Traffic at your 10 o'clock, make that 8 miles, opposite direction, the Comanche at 3,600.
Looking for the traffic negative contact, 11816. Hey, baby.
November 11816.
That's enough.
If you're going direct Bismarck, traffic should be no factor, now, especially now that you're climbing. Yeah, no factor.
All right, we're cleared then. Turn direct Bismarck, 11816.
You were cleared at file, so yeah, direct to Bismarck.
Oh, sorry about that. Direct Bismarck, 816. Yeah, that was right. So I.
And November 11816. If you'd like a different altitude, let me know. I don't think you had specified one when you asked.
6,000's fine. 11816. We'll let you know with weather if we need something else. All right, so let's. Gosh dang it! Here's where not having that. I don't know why that happens to me. All right, flight plan. We need to. All right, we're gonna go. We're just gonna do this direct.
Just hit the direct to button.
Yeah, it's gonna. It wants to. Okay, hold on. Clear. I need to go to Bismarck first, then direct.
23 November.
I don't know that I'm loving that. It's
Enter, see what it does.
activating my approach here. So.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Nav is on. And I haven't flown this with the nav yet. I think this might be my first time. So runway 21 is where we're going direct to, which is not ideal, but it's taking me close enough. And I need to monitor my airspeed here now that I'm at 6,000. Let's pull back on the power. I don't need any more than that. That'll be fine. And okay, so this irritates me about.
I mean, you can now go and hit the direct button and type it all out now that you're at least going the right direction.
Yeah, that's a good call. All right. Jeez Louise. Direct to
Charlie Juliet, frequency change
clear. Ah,
and
jeez.
Center 310 Charlie Juliet. Can I keep on for flight following to Standing Rock, Yankee 27?
Just use the scroll wheel, start typing it in, it'll clear that out. There you go.
Yeah, I was having a hard time finding the click spot there.
November 310.
Yeah, a couple of the click spots on this airplane are a little tiny. That is one of the few very minuscule things that I have a gripe with.
So you saw what I had done. Instead of turning the pitot heat on, I turned the prop heat on.
Yep.
Stuff happens, man. It's not like I blew the engine up or anything. I mean, come on. Oh, boy. All right, there we go. Bismarck. So clear direct Bismarck, which won't change our route that much. But what it'll let me do then is do a procedure, which I'll hold off on again until I get the actual official ATIS, because I don't want to set up for the RNAV 2-1 if that's not what they're landing. Hey, Pierre Luck is here. All right, cool. What's going on? Full send, take 2. That's right, Mike. That is right. This is the TBM-like airplane. Yeah, it's the Meridian, the Piper Meridian 500.
7 miles southeast of Bismarck.
And quite a nice airplane. I may or may not have just blown one of the engines up. We're waiting for it to come back from maintenance before we make that call. Pure luck, I would say, other than the 8A Comanche, it is the nicest general aviation plane I own right now. I would put it a little bit above the Kodiak, a little bit above the PC-6, the Porter, and then just kind of right there with the Comanche. I have more time on the Comanche, so I don't know if I'm quite ready to say it's at that level, but it's very close. I will say this: it is priced better, and the performance is better. So I'm not sure what that means, but it has a lot of the same things. That's kind of nice. It has the state saving, and it models failures, and over time, you have to change the brakes and the oil and all that good stuff. You have to treat it right. If you land too hard, it'll damage the gear. So it has a lot of that same kind of AccuSim basically stuff in it, but very nice flight model, and other than just a little things here and there, like for an initial release, I mean, wow, It's right up there. So it's a highly recommended. 4.5 out of 5 ale horns, if you will, and yeah, absolutely worth $35. And yeah, it's as close to the A2A as I've seen so far. Alright, so we'll update that. We're doing kind of our first ever IFR flight in it. This is only my fourth flight. I've done mostly hand flying VFR stuff. I do think I've shot an ILS approach, but I'm going to attempt an RNAV approach tonight if I can. I'm just waiting to get a little closer to Bismarck before I...
Meridian 816, contact Minneapolis Center 133.4.
33.4, Meridian 816.
Twin Cessna 0 Charlie Juliet, contact Minneapolis Center 133.4.
133.4, 310 Charlie Juliet. Thanks. We'll see you later.
Okay, that looks good. Minneapolis Center, good evening. Meridian November 11816 at 6,000.
Meridian November 11816, Minneapolis Center. Good evening.
All right, well, we're set up. Flying for fun. Is it available in the MSFS marketplace? Yes. Oh, JPC already answered that. Yep.
Maintain VFR 310 Charlie Juliet.
Well, Malcolm, hello. Malcolm, I can't necessarily tell you which one is better or worse because I use them both, and they're both roughly the same price. I think the TDI is a little more. It's more like $50, but it works in so many different airplanes. But you like, it's win-win, my dude. It's, if you want a sexy turboprop that is freaking nice, this is awesome. The new MD-11. Yeah, when I see that out, we'll start talking about it. Plus, I don't know, like, that plane interests me, but I have one already, an X-Plane 12. So it's going to have to be absolutely off the charts for me to, to invest in it in 2 sims. I don't know. But nice to see you, Malcolm. Hope you had a good week, dude. Tomorrow's Friday, man. TGIF, buddy. You bought it? I hope it's going to be good. You bought the... Oh, you pre-bought it, huh? Yeah. Like I said, I kicked it around. And I really was... I was definitely considering it, but I had the rotate, and... Oh, now I don't... Okay. I don't know why. Why is that? Oh, there we go. Okay. I need to check my temperatures here, and I don't know where my outside air temps are, but I'm nervous. Oh, there we go. Outside air temps -6, so we're getting into some visible moisture. So here we go, boys and girls. We need prop heat. We need stall vane heat. We need everything. Do I do the surface de-icer yet? I think I'll wait until I see it. Do we know if visible icing is modeled? We're about to find out. Ooh, look at that. There's some icing starting, so I would assume that means we need to have that on as well. So, yeah. You just got the collector's edition, yeah. Well, look, I like the TFDI stuff. It's always looked really interesting to me, and I think it's high quality. The thing that was the bugaboo in P3D is the performance. Like, it was a heavy add-on. So yeah, I'm just curious to see what this looks like. So ice on the window, I don't know if that necessarily correlates to ice on the wing. I'm definitely not seeing it on the wing, but I'm going to assume that we're picking up ice. if we have to divert, we are going to make a right-hand turn. We're going to, so this is us. If we have to divert, we're going to Aberdeen, which now is not a great diversion plan. Might be better for us to try to get to Dickinson here, which is about the same, but it's reporting better weather, clear, and yeah, so if we have to, all of this stuff is looking pretty sketchy now. All right, well, we'll keep that in mind, you guys. We'll see what happens. Yeah, you put all your trust in the reputation of the company making it. Yeah, and they do have a good track record, Pure Luck. I mean, the one that they made for P3D FSX was excellent. It really was. And you know, I sat and talked to the guys, and I flew the sim that was there at FSE and FS Expo, and I mean, like they strike me as a group that kind of has their stuff together. They're not, this ain't their first rodeo, so I have no doubt that they'll get it out, and it'll be solid. I just want to wait for that before I get too excited for it, because I also think there's some other aircraft coming between now and then that might possibly be more like what I'm wanting to spend my money on. Unlike Malcolm Foxtrot, I am not a self-made millionaire. There are a lot coming. I'm actually excited for the PC-12 that's coming. You know, speaking of the Kodiak, oh, look at my windshield. I am icing up like a big dog. So, all right, Mr. Sonante, if I were to climb, do you think that would get me above the icing, or is it not worth it? Is it just probably storm up above me as well? What would you, Mom's credit card? Better than Mom's spaghetti, I guess. Alright, I don't need air conditioning on anymore. Put this on. Yeah, put this to warm. And I'm going to pull the defroster. I've been excited to try this. Do I have a defroster on my side too? Negative. That must be the whole thing there. So let's see how it does. If it defrosts my... See, it almost looks like if I get up a little higher, I might be able to get out of the ice, but if I already have ice on and I go up higher, it's going to be colder. I don't know. I don't know.
Your turns are Charlie Juliet, the Mobridge Altimeter 3018.
Hi, buddy.
3018, and we've
okay.
We're going to cancel VFR flight following and for landing at Standing Rock.
Lay down. Okay.
210 Charlie Juliet.
See you later, dude. See you later, dude.
Squawk maintain VFR, frequency change approved, 310 Charlie Juliet.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll just stay here for now. We're doing a flat 200 across the ground.
1816, the Mobridge Altimeter 3018.
3018, 11816. And center 11816. Is there any PIREPs as to which altitude might be best to stay out of the ice?
I didn't hear anything. All I know is that there is ice as you go north.
Alright, I'm requesting, can we climb up to 10,000, see if we can kind of get out of this cloud layer?
11816, climb and maintain 10,000.
Alright, climb maintain 10,000. Thank you, 11816. Alright, let's see how to do this. Vertical speed, climbing up. Let's give it about 1,000 feet per minute. So yeah, Shuzi, I'm thinking the same as you, like colder, but no moisture is better than what I'm seeing right now, because I like it's -6, so like it's like that's cold enough. Once it's cold enough to make ice, the difference, well, if you get up where it's cold enough, right, then it doesn't make ice. Like when it gets to 20 below, isn't it? I'm trying to remember, JPC taught me this at some point in time, but once you get to a certain point, it gets too cold to ice, And so far, everything is responding like it should. I'm able to climb at 1,000. My airspeed's okay. All my RPM, all these gauges are fine. Everything is in the green. So, like, I feel like we're not, it's not getting splashy like it does when you pick up ice. So maybe if we get up to 10,000 and we're above everything, it'll be okay. I don't know.
American 2481 requesting push on to Delta.
American 2481 push is approved.
Push approved, American 2481.
Definitely not seeing anything on the wings yet. Just kind of on the windshield. So I don't know. But yeah, PC-12 is coming. There's a couple airliners. I'm trying to remember, like an A330. There's an A380 that fly-by-wire is working on. X-plane. There's a Concorde coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Trying to remember, in X-plane there was one that was I think the Learjet is also coming to, I don't remember if that's coming to Microsoft Flight Sim or to X-plane, but that's another one that's kind of on my radar. What am I missing, Pure Luck? Pure Luck is normally the dude. Like, you want the guy with the inside information? Pure Luck is the guy to check out. Go check out his stream. Hey, by the way, Pure Luck, I think I have a new lead on my problem with the A310. I think that I possibly have... You're not the dude, you just know some dudes. You're like the news anchor, man. You replace. I think that I'm going to clear out all the add-on liveries that I've downloaded. I think what's maybe happened, I'm theorizing that when it updated and the sim updated, that some of the liveries became incompatible, and that's what is causing my issues. So I'm gonna, first of all, I'm gonna uninstall it, and then I'm gonna get rid of all of the extra liveries, and I'm gonna reinstall it just with the base liveries, and see if that helps. I don't know. All right, well, we're up above the clouds now at 10, and that looks good. All right, let me pull back a little on power here. This is something that's kind of cool. I'm going to show you something here. This is some of the documentation that comes with this book.
Minneapolis, Delta 1180.
So my community folder is empty. I use the FS add-ons. Shoot, what is that one called? The MS add-ons linker. So I don't have anything in my, I don't have anything in my community folder. So yeah, so I don't think that's the problem. I'm hoping that that there's just some old livery that is not, like, it's just not, for whatever reason, not compatible, and it's causing issues. All right, so this is kind of like 144-page document that comes with this thing. It's really nice, but here's kind of what I think is cool. Performance tables. So here we go. So we are going to look at cruise performance. So we currently are at 10,000 feet. And yes, you can take this thing up into the flight levels. It's really awesome. It looks like all I can do is look at 15,000 as my... Nope, I take it back. All right, 10,000. Oh, I'm a little fast here. Sorry, I don't want to rip the wings off. My outside air temp right now is -11. Okay, so I'm at 10,000. Let's make sure our airspeed's coming off. Okay, it is. So this will tell me what I need to set. So I'm probably right in the middle of 9 and 13. So at crap. I've just lost something here. Hold on. All right, there we go. 10,000. So outside attempt 20, 15, 10. So let's say right there. So my torque should be at 1096. That should be my cruise, my optimum cruise setting. So right now my torque is at 975. So I'm going to bump that up there to 1056. That'll give me the optimum fuel burn. It'll give me my optimum airspeed. And I am curious to see kind of how that goes. So 1040, I'm already getting into the yellow there. Feel like I'm flirting with the barber pole a little bit. That's too far. 1056, I'm not going to be able to get right on it, but all right, that's pretty close. So my fuel burn, according to the chart now, my fuel flow should be 297. My true airspeed should be about 209. And then of course, we're going to have to take into account the wind. But, oh, I'm actually doing a little better, even with the headwind. And my fuel burn, I'm trying to remember where that shows, 299. So I'm actually burning, oh, right on the dot, boys and girls. So here's 10,000. 299 fuel flow, true airspeed 211. So that's pretty cool. So my 299 is right on the money, and my 211 I'm actually doing a little bit better than that. So anyway, that's again kind of the nerdy flight sim stuff that we know and love, right? Great documentation with this airplane. So yeah, but otherwise, Pierre, like, I don't know. I've searched the forums, and, like, all I see is kind of the typical with any builds. They're promising to fix it in a future update, and then nothing ever gets changed. So, I'm not buying the A300 until I can make the A310 work, though. I'm not going to spend money on that A300, as much as I like it. I'm so worried about their follow-up support. I hate to say it. I just am. All right, well, our windows are much cleaner. I think I'm going to PIREP this at Minneapolis Center, November 11816 with the PIREP. All right, pretty significant icing at 6,000. We are now at 10,000 and are clear of all icing. Alright. Good call, them's my shoes. Check out your second icing comment above. I'm sorry, Shoesy, I missed it. Okay, hold on. So the first icing comment was colder without moisture is better than warmer with moisture. Okay, that was that one. And, oh, you had another icing comment? Where was it? I don't see it, Shoesy. Did you drop an F-bomb and get modded out? Please repeat your second icing comment, my friend. I know you'd never do that, Kevin. Alright, so I got it right. Ice can accrete. Wow, your vocabulary skills. Above +2 and below -20, but that's the most likely range. You can get it above, to above, if you're descending because the skin of the aircraft is still below freezing. Ah, yes, indeed. All right, that is just a gorgeous. That is just a gorgeous silhouette. In fact, I'm going to do this, you guys. Hold on. Let's enjoy.
Delta 1186 is back up.
American
I
2481.
think my dog might need to go use the bathroom. I'm gonna make a little check-in here and see if I can get a minute away.
Flight 26030 left, clear for takeoff. American 2481.
Center November 11816. Can we have about 5 minutes away from the flight deck? Okay, guys. So sorry about this, but when little Barky starts to do his happy dance, you know what that means. I'll be back in a sec.
American 2481, radar contact, altitude.
2,900 for 7, American 2481.
American 2481, roger, climb and maintain 17,000, turn left direct to Rochester, and resume the departure.
Okay, climb 17,000 left, turn direct to Rochester, resume the departure, American 2481.
American 2481, climb and maintain, flight level 310.
Okay, clear to climb flight 310, American 2481.
1816 advise you have the weather, the 10s at Bismarck and the approach request.
Yeah, 11816, we're back.
1816, trying to advise you have the weather, no 10s at Bismarck and the approach request.
All right, just need 1 second. We'll get the weather and call you back. 816. Thank you, Pure Luck. All right, so we do finally have. Oh, we don't have. Ah, crap. So there's no official ATIS now at Bismarck. So let's just do it this way. Bismarck. So overcast, marginal VFR, winds 280. So it looks like runway 31 might be our best bet here.
Hey, Brent, can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Okay. I think you must have run out for a minute.
Yeah, I had to let my dog out.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah. Are you paused? Are you not moving? Or is that just my eyes deceiving me?
Well, I hope not. No, I think I'm moving ever so slowly.
Okay.
You know, I don't put anything by me though. I can bump a button on the way out. You know what the heck?
Oh, I see now. Okay. That's weird. For a minute, I didn't see you on that map or whatever.
All right, so I think.
It's a fun event, man. Thanks for doing it.
Ah, my
time.
Yeah, my pleasure. I love flying with you guys. I missed flying with you guys. So thanks for coming out, man. It was an absolute blast. I needed it.
It's actually really nice weather down in Pier.
Yep, down in Pier, good old Pier. That's right. Yeah, the only state worse at pronouncing French cities is Wyoming. So
I don't know, Tennessee. We've got a Lafayette, which you might think would be Lafayette.
yeah, no,
everybody says Lafayette.
I love it. I love it. I love that local lore, though. It's what makes life worth living.
No doubt. All right, sir. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening. Have fun with that thing. Don't land it short.
I will attempt not to. I'm sure I'm going to pick up some ice on the way down, but we're going to do our best. Thanks for flying, dude.
All right, sir. Good night.
And Center November 11816. We've got the weather at Bismarck. We're going to request the ILS runway 31 approach.
1816, Roger, you. Roger, clear present position, direct YGAG.
Well, I appreciate you sticking around, Brian, because I'm the only one who would be the late guy.
Hey, not a problem. Just a second. I did call back the ATC. All right, clear for the ILS runway 31. And I'm sorry, I missed that waypoint there. I think you said YGAG, cleared direct YGAG 11816.
1816, no approach clearance yet. Clear direct YGAG and descend at constant discretion, maintain 3,500.
All right, direct YGAG down 3,500. Yeah, sorry about that. ATC was talking to me at the same time. But hey, man, thanks for flying, buddy. It was fun. I really appreciate it.
Oh, it's always good to be out in the Dakotas.
I think this could be a pretty fun series. I've been kind of researching and looking at some other states that are pretty close together, and I'm kind of looking forward to doing a few more of these.
Sounds good, yeah. Anytime's a good time for flying. So.
You got that right,
Good
buddy.
idea.
You got that right. All right, let's cut the power. Let's go vertical speed. Let's start down here. Let's make it a good, like 1,500 feet. 'Cause I think I might be a little behind, and I need to make sure I don't overspeed. Now I have to kind of come over here. I pulled too much power off, but let's go procedure. We're going to select the approach. It's going to be the ILS 31. There's the click spot. Enter. Here's one of the things that's a little bit of a, like, they need to work on the night lighting. As far as this is a little bit like, I don't know, that could be better. And then oh, why don't we have WGAG? We don't have WGAG vectors. All right, well, weird. So if I select this, I can go. Okay, I'm just gonna load this. I'm gonna load this for now because I see WGAG as one of the points. Okay, so we're there. We're good there. Now I can come down here and I can, whoops, flight plan. I can go to WGAG and I can go direct there. And yes, that's what I want. WGAG, enter, and activate. And that should turn me, there we go. Now we're heading to where we need to go. So we were a little past it. But, hey, I see that Squall 974 came on in here. Hello. First time chatter. Sorry, I was away letting my dog out.
1816 cross WGAG at or above 3,500. Cleared ILS runway 31 approach Bismarck.
Cross WGAG at or above 3,500 and cleared for the ILS 31 approach into Bismarck, November 11816. Anyway, Squall, thank you for coming in. Nice to see you. And Mike just managed to slit his thumb on a bit of broken plastic. All right, way to go. Way to draw blood. First blood. I thought the worst thing to happen tonight was going to be me blowing up this this $1 million turbine engine, but no, apparently not. All right, so we got to be careful here. Again, folks.
Check.
Yep. It's -7 out, so
Check gear.
you just have to be careful about ice. To be honest, there's not a heck of a lot we can do about it. Let's do anti-ice. We do anti-ice and defog. Oh, you got one or the other. Yeah, I'm gonna do anti-ice because we picked up a bunch of ice on our way out. Okay, checking the checklist here. Checking the checklist. Is that Department of Redundancy Department? Autopilot will be disengaged below 100, indicated, and yeah, ignition. Okay, all this stuff needs to go. Shoot, I should have turned this off in cruise. That's my bad. That's unneeded wear and tear on the electrical system, which actually, from what I've read, will lead to failures. It'll lead to some fuses popping out. So that's kind of interesting. All right, here we go. WGAG is coming up, and the approach button. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can arm it. I wonder if I can. No, it doesn't look like it yet. Do I have the frequency 110.3? I do. It's active. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to slow down a bit. Let's go to heading mode. I don't know how well this is modeled, so we're going to heading mode. We're going to come off of the GPS. We're going to go localizer. I want to make sure this is set to 311, which it is. All right, beautiful. All right, so we're back. I'm going to leave it right there, honestly. We're going to go with
1816 to Bismarck, altimeter 3019er.
3019er, 11816. We're going to go there. 152 is fine as far as my airspeed is concerned. Actually, I can put a notch of flaps in at that speed. You can go flaps below 168. And you can actually go all the way to flaps. Full flaps below 168. That's crazy. Holy crap. That's crazy. That can't be right. But that's what my manual says. So disregard the speed tape. Because you can start throwing the boards out soon. All right, beautiful. Do I see anything? I kind of have some ground contact, so that's good. I think I'm going to keep the speed right about here. Maybe a little slower because it's a 90-degree turn. So kind of help myself out a little bit.
Check gear.
All right, sweetheart. I've checked the gear and they are up.
Check gear.
Come on, sister. Let's get a little more power in so it'll stop doing that. All right, are we making our turn? Yes, we are. So we did grab the localizer. Maybe we might slightly overshoot it, but that's not too bad. I don't have any ground or tower or anything on for Bismarck. Thank you again, by the way, Minneapolis ARTCC. Hey, we've broken through. There we go. There's our field, and I think I see the runway. Beautiful. Now, we should pick up the glide slope at about 7 miles out at Econo. And we're at 3,500, which is what the altitude needs to be to do that. So here's what we're looking at here. We're coming in here, Econo, 3,500. We'll grab that glide slope, and we'll make it on in. If we go missed, it's a climbing, we climb to 2,800, then we make a right-hand turn to 3,600, all the way out to the Bismarck VOR, and that's where we will hold. All right. That'll be ready. That will be ready. Beautiful. I've got lights on. I've got every piece of anti-icing on, including I've got my credit card out ready to scrape the windshield if I need to. So we're good. This, by the way, this has a badass run-up procedure that I'm going to learn, and it is cool. I want to do it so bad, but I just haven't quite had the time to learn everything. As soon as I do, though, I'm going to show you, and you're going to be ultra impressed. I know it. I see the glide slope. We are on the localizer. Visually, we're looking good. Again, I would like to kind of my approach speed like around 100 or so, 110, and then we're really looking at trying to rep it out at about 85. Once the glide slope comes in, I'll add another notch of flaps and I'll put the landing gear down. We'll just configure. The night lighting seems a bit off. Yeah, like some of the things that you like, this doesn't look bad, but when you are cycling through,
United 2295,
it has a weird kind of glow, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Thank you. We'll report back.
But
2295.
I do like, and you have all kinds of like ability to, you know, increase and decrease your, like, really I should probably decrease this stuff. Let me see if I have the ability to do that. Panel flood. Yeah, I could put that on a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, so that turned that up a little bit here. And then, like, I'm thinking, I don't remember. Seems like there's a click spot up here to just turn the panel lights on, or the floodlight on, but it's all good. I mean, yeah, so there's your, you can turn that up and down. You can, I'm sure you can just adjust everything. It's just a matter of, like I say, like, it's got a lot of things to learn, which is kind of what makes a great add-on for me. Like, if by the fourth flight I sort of have like everything figured out, I almost don't like that, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm still learning things about the A320, which is one of the most automated and not simple, but like set up to be straightforward aircraft that there are, but I'm still learning things about it. So, like, it's really cool. I love that. I should be coming up on the glide slope here because I should be hitting, yeah, I'm almost there. Here's Econo, that's where I pick up the glide. And, yeah, it's not moving just yet, but once you get, all you need to do to be good in the A320 is two things. Number one, you need to have a current A320 pilot, a real life A320 pilot, give you an orientation and then provide monthly follow-up training sessions. Those really are the two things that you need. That's it. That's all. So, no big deal. Oh, man. I am fortunate to have a friend that does that for me. Very, very generous with his time and his knowledge, and has greatly contributed to my flight sim enjoyment. So, thank you, Mr. Sonate. You know who you are. Your concurrency is getting a little close on landings. Oh, man. Well, yeah. Like, you have to have so many, right? In a certain time span? Yeah, they'll give you a trip soon. Good. Good, 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 good. Well, I was never interested in the Airbus until the A300, and that got me interested. And then I was never interested.
American 2481, see you.
No, he's heading out. I was never interested in the A320 until JPC said, hey, if you ever want to check that out, let me know. And so I picked it up one day, picked up the Tolus, and yeah, the rest is history. Now I can't get enough. All right, we've got the glide slope. We're going to go another set. We're going to go gear. We're going to follow this baby down. It almost feels like cheating at this point because we got visual conditions. I was hoping for, like, when we took off here, it was overcast at like 1,200. So, all right, gear down 3 green. Flaps are set, and I think we're just going to go 20 again. I don't think we're going to go full flaps. Yaw damper needs to come off. And actually, I think we're just going to fly it. Come on, let's just fly the plane, right? We've got ourselves a straight-on headwind, so we don't have any excuses for wandering around aimlessly like we did heading into pier. I'm already low on the glide slope. There you go. So there's that. Speed's coming down nicely. Looking for 100. I have no idea if that's the approach speed or not, but I know I need to rep at 85, so it seems like it's pretty close. If you're a good pilot, you probably are flying the approach at 90, right? Oops, sliding off left a little bit there. And again, low, 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 low. I'm going to trade some airspeed for altitude. Oh, I'm a full dot low now. That's no bueno. As they say in Bismarck, that's no bueno. Actually, as they say in Bismarck, oh, you're probably high. You're probably a little high. All right, that's a little closer. Pitching. I'm pitching. Pitching. Glide slope shows me high. Pappy show me low. Somebody's got to, like, get together. Get these two instruments on a conference call. Let's figure out what's going on. I'm seeing 100. I'm seeing buildings. Why am I seeing buildings? All right. My glide slope is needs to go home. This is actually the crazy long threshold I bet that people are talking about with the default scenery.
Charlie, Mike, Papa, Kilo, Roger, stay position.
Yeah. Looks like I'm going to have to invest in the Microsoft, whatever, the scenery builders scenery. $13, but you get Bismarck. $13, you get Pierce, South Dakota. I mean, can't go wrong. All right, pulling off so the last little bit of the power, trying to get myself to 85 if I'm able.
Oh yeah, I'm just north air.
All right, down, down, down. Do I not have landing lights? Where are my landing lights? Did I turn landing lights on?
Roger, runway 36, taxi.
Left, or excuse me, right of center. There's the landing lights. They are on. They just aren't very bright. Whoa, whoa. All right. Okay, beta range. Let's not blow the airplane's engine up this time. Running out of runway. Gonna have to go braking. Manual braking. That'll work. Sorry, you guys probably all spilled your martinis on that one. Yeah, there's FS, I think it's called FS Scenery Builders. Alright, to the ramp with your frequency. Thanks to the ATC, man. It was fun when it was 6.
Always fun having the VFR around.
Yeah, I'll share the link there, Pure Luck, unless you find it first. But they are a pretty low budget scenery team. They're just like, they've sort of made a name for themselves by doing some of these smaller regional airports. Like the ones I'm thinking of is like Rapid City, South Dakota, Pierre, South Dakota, Bismarck, North Dakota. You know, so these like little guys. But yeah, FS Scenery Builders. If you just do a search for KBIS, Bismarck Scenery Microsoft Flight Sim, you'll see them. And you know, they're fairly priced, because you're not going to get a ton of like super detailed realism with, you know, every little nook and cranny. It's not Orbix, you know, it's not those guys, but like they'll do some custom buildings, and they have some custom signage and oh, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, anyway, like I said, it, like when you live out in the sticks like I do, like there's not a lot of people. I've been trying to convince Vertical Sim to do, you know, a couple of these airports for a long time, and well, needless to say, he's turned me down, which I understand, because like, other than me, nobody's interested in doing something out here. But anyway, I digress. All right, everything is coming off here, and I'm doing the let's see, flaps are up, parking brake needs to be set. Good. Bleed air off, the ECS coming off, the climate control can come back over here. Boom, boom, boom. That's good. I just need to let the ITT stabilize for 2 minutes, and I think it probably has been 2 minutes, and then we'll go engine or condition lever cut off. And battery off. I'm going to come back down here now, though, and I want to look. I'm just curious. Maintenance report. All right. The engine, we did that. All right. Everything else is fine. I put an hour on, so that's good. Burned a little bit of oil. That's okay. So each one of these things you can click on. Brake pads are still looking good. The health is good. I've tried really hard, to the detriment of my engine, to use beta instead of, you know, instead of braking. So my de-icing, I had those on. Oh, I've had those suckers on for almost every hour I've flown. But they're still good. They're still good. What else here? Hydraulic pumps are good. The inverter is good. The flaps motor is still good. Sorry, this is the default. I wonder if I can turn that off. Alt L. There we go. All right. Into the battery. That's almost over, a little over 6 hours. It's good. Generator is good. Alternator, okay. and yeah, top up the oil. And I think we can put this baby to bed. So I want to come here, pitot cover, prop cover, chocks, security cones, and everything else is, let's unload. We'll let those guys unload while I kind of button up the shop here. So it's going to be kind of dark. Sorry about this. Not the greatest outro, image in the world, but we're still going to do it.
Thanks for watching my papa.
Yes. Thank you so much. First virtual USA Flying Club event that I've been able to host in quite a while. Man, did I miss it. I forgot how much fun they are. I think I'm the only one left, maybe in the voice channel. Nope, Ben's still there. I'm going to say bye to him. Hey, Ben, if you can hear me, I'm going to tap out, man. Thanks for flying, dude. We'll see you next time.
Same for you. Have a good night.
All right, so we're out. I do need to check in with my final totals and all that good stuff, but anyway, I'm not going to worry too much about that. I want to find someone. Oh, I know who we're going to go. We're going to go raid. We're going to go raid Defective Crayon. He's doing some world flight stuff, but he is in a super awesome vintage retro jet. He's in the Tupolev 145, and anyway, he's a great dude. You'll enjoy him if you haven't already met him. But before we do that, I want to say thank you to Ballistic Bruce and Turd Ferguson, both of you guys, for the follows. Thank you very much. My alert sound is not working for follows, so I missed those. But welcome to Prop Culture. Flights with Joel, thanks for the raid. JPC, thanks for the raid. JPC also, thank you for the Tier 1 46-month re-ascription. And QF Music, thank you as well for the raid. Everybody here has probably gone to bed. Ballistic Bruce, hey, haha. Thank you for the first time chat. I love having you on, and thanks for being here. And everybody else, by the way, who was here and kept me company tonight. Thank you. I look forward to flying with you again. In fact, speaking of that, I do have a flight scheduled for Saturday. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 8 Eastern, which is 1 a.m. Zulu. Actually, on the next day, you know how that works, right? But we've got Return of the Jedi, and we're going to be flying into Atlanta, and I am hopeful that we can get in there in the A320, the Phoenix A320, but that's my next flight. QF, are you still here, you crazy lady? Thank you so much. One of my all-time favorite streamers, QF Music. Love her streams. Super high quality. Where did my limo, where are you? What are you doing, dude? All right, there comes the limo driver. We're gonna load our passengers. Well, it's like an SUV or something. Anyway, you've been lurking. Lurkers are welcome as always. All right, I am out. I hope to see you Thursday. No. Hope to see you Saturday when we do the Return of the Jedi flight. Until then, have a good Friday, and can't wait to play with you guys again. We will see you very soon. God bless. Let's head over to Defective Crayon. See you over there.